again. Of course, I get a very dramatic pause death. It's a great way to start the stream off. And apparently I'm joining in progress, because there's like... Everybody's like 60 kills, and I have 0. I just literally joined. I joined a bad situation. And hopefully it improves. With your likes on the stream, subscribing's great. Donations, cool. Consider becoming a channel member. Channel member... Well, yeah. That's the thing, is being a channel member. It's pretty fun. Patreon option, the Discord, and the Amazon store affiliate link, if you're familiar with that. I feel like it's not a good idea to join such an in-progress game. Is there like a nuke going off? Holy. Is that usually what happens in this? I don't remember a nuke ever going off. Jeez, okay, this was a horrible idea, joining in progress. Why would it do this to me? No wonder somebody else wanted to leave. But, yeah, double Battle Pass XP weekend, so might as well get some of this. Also, I've been really tired from all the intense story stuff. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and find another lobby, because I know when things aren't going my way. I'm used to things not going my way. Let's try this again. We'll just pretend the minute there didn't happen. Yeah. You thought this was Modern Warfare 2019 or 2009? In this economy, I don't think so. Look, we got some COD coins. Yeah. So I've got to get 57% of the battle pass done. We have 38 days. I don't like those odds. Just like I don't like these stream bitrate settings. Not one bit. It's not always Xbox news. Some days there's just nothing that happens with Xbox. I'm tired of Banishers. Yeah, I got pretty tired of that game. Pretty tired indeed, yeah. A good day is when there's absolutely nothing to talk about for Xbox. That is a good day. I'm just so sick of the... so sick of the brand. Absolutely tired of it. Okay, here we go. This is gonna be good. We're gonna join at the start, I hope? Ground War. Oh crap, I joined the wrong thing. My bad. I like War Mode, not Ground War. Oh, that could have been bad for a second. Ground War is like so dumb to me. Yeah. I don't know what's with this network. It's just like... Yeah, it just fluctuates like crazy recently. That Horde game? Horde was kind of fun, yeah. We could never do a stream of it though because, well, the servers were always down when I went to go do it. And there was lots of other stuff I was trying to do too. Man, this game takes forever to find matches. It's probably the most popular game, one of the most popular games for multiplayer. And it takes forever to get into a game. It's a stupid, you know, some people, they hate the skill-based matchmaking because, you know, the difficulty or the annoyance of it. I just hate how long it takes you to find matches because of it. It literally just wastes your time. Like, we've been spending 2 minutes here trying to get into a lobby. Yeah, Operation Tin Man's terrible. But let's give it a whirl. Let's do it. Yeah, the war mode in this game, it's a pale shell of what war mode was in Modern Warfare 2 too. Join in progress again? Why? Why? Fuck it. I'm just gonna go to Hordepoint. Yeah, I'm just done with whatever that is. Hordepoint Mimic Mania. Sorry, I tried to play war mode, but nah, if I wait that long and it puts me into like a map where we're just getting slaughtered, like why even waste my time? It's disgraceful. Absolutely disgraceful. The Apex video, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Star Wars Jedi Survivor. That one was interesting. I wish the performance and the resolution was a bit better on that one, but yeah, that was fun. Lots of swears, lots of good times. Yeah, Call of Duty in the modern era. Sitting here waiting in lobbies to join a freaking match. Takes forever. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I think we're like, what, 6 minutes into the stream. I've done, I don't know, 2 minutes of a match. The rest of it's all been lobby matchmaking. Oh, hey, Bird. Yeah, I am glad Banishers is out of the way. I got my review for that done today too, so that'll be ready, I think, for Monday or something like that. What else is there? I played Fossil something today. It's like a dinosaur survival horror game. Yeah, I don't think I have it downloaded anymore. It's like Fossil something, that'll be up tomorrow, and Slave X something will be up tomorrow too. Yeah. What is with my network tonight? Some days it's just like, it is so choppy. Yeah. Meat level. Let's go with the Toke Force. Call of Duty, where it's all about waiting to play matches, and then you play a match and it's like 2 minutes long. Alright, here we go. Yeah, you tell them about grenades, Lara Croft. See, the shame is that I really like War Mode. I love playing it, but like, you know, I'm not gonna like join these late lobbies and get just smacked around. Especially after waiting that long. That's just not fair. Now, what are the mimics? I'm not familiar with the mimics. If like the stream's really choppy for you guys, let me know, because it's like, it's not as clean as it should be.
Switching mags.
Man, I can't wait to buy a house with decent internet. It's just freaking hell. I feel so trapped sometimes. I want to get ahead on things, and I'm just trapped. Due to the people I have to interact with and deal with and everything like that. It's annoying. Yeah, banishing. Well, we did get through Jedi Survivor. It took, how many streams was it? 3? I think that one was 3. Lots of swearing. Those ones are actually, exclamation monetized streams because of the quantity of swear words. I think it's actually the second part or the third part in that has the most swears I've ever done in a stream, in one like stream. Because I did the quick comparison thing, so you can kind of like open up the subtitles and then you do control, like, what is it, F or whatever, control find, and I yeah, went for all the gaps, because YouTube in the subtitles, if it's a swear word, they do like a gap, like it's a certain gap thing. And yeah, I think I had like 100 and something. I think it was like 120, between 120 and 160, I think. It was like, that was pretty impressive. Yeah. P90? Oh, thanks. It's Snoop Dogg's. It's the Toke Force 141. The middle of moving? Good for you, man. Well, if you're moving up, I guess. Some people move down. It's okay. That's life. Yeah, I'm just like I said, I'm hoping I can pull it off this year, get in my house bought, so I can stop having to deal with these conditions. But the housing market's still a little hot, still a little pricey. I'm also waiting for my special card, and that should be enough to get me where I'm going. I can't tell, is the game laggy? No, the stream seems to be evening out a bit. Move choppy, Captain. Like, is the stream choppy? Because my game seems to pause every little bit. I think it's people are sucking the internet dry or something. Or it's just bad internet, because again, third world Canada, am I right? Heaven forbid I get fiber optics. Keep in mind, guys, my internet is held together by two very, very long copper cords that bunnies had gnawed on and have been sliced together, or sorry, spliced together so that they just kind of work until the company decides to put fiber here. The funny thing is that, like, triple kill. There's fiber in every neighborhood around where I live, but just not the neighborhood I'm in. Because it's not economical for them yet. But eventually they're going to do it. I've always said it'll be the day that I go to move into my house that I buy. Will be the day I see them pulling out the fiber alliance. Yeah. Yeah, the good old copper wires. But you know what? I gotta give those copper wires some real props for the effort they put in over the years. Yeah. I'm gonna try to do like some magic to see if this fixes it. Yeah, I'm gonna do my little magic thing and see if I can fix this. Ugh. Alright, let's see how clean this is. Live streaming. It's such a funny thing. I hate this type of work because you're completely reliant on network being like smooth for you, right? Ping? Oh god. Don't even get me started on ping. Yeah. Okay, we'll move over to Starlights. Well, actually, no, it should be Snoop Dogg, right? They always change the ordering of my custom characters. Oh, they did it again. Now we got Rick Grimes all the way at the top. Is there a way to reorganize where everybody is? Okay, we'll do this in a row. We'll do Snoop Dogg next, then we'll go down and up around. Not to remember to put Rick Grimes in. There we go. That appears to have smoothed out the internet connectivity, guys. Nothing crazy. Well, as long as it's not a downgrade on your life. That's... Oh, you're talking about the stream? Yeah. Pepsi Man? Sure, why not? Pepsi Man would be fun. I'd be down for Pepsi Man. My thing is like, where is Master Chief at? You know what I mean? That's what I've been waiting for. Where's the Chief? Ah, Firecracker, nice. He's got some great assets. So, the mimics, are those... I guess those are something from COD Zombies, right? The larger kind of creature things? 16 ping. Whew. Ooh. Yeah, no, it looks like the network is smoothed out right now. Yeah, we've been having some really choppy stuff since they did, I think, some maintenance a couple weeks back on the line or whatever. And then it's been pretty good. And then some days it's just random where it's not running good, and then just turning it on and off usually fixes it, but yeah, I don't know. It's just tiring. Actually, I'm so exhausted. I couldn't even like sleep. I kept waking up and stuff all last night. It was ridiculous. There's two teammates right there. I thought that guy was a teammate because it had all these blue bubbles above his head. I got both my teammates right behind this dude. And they still allow me to get shot by this guy. I can't even sometimes, man. I can't even. Yeah, I was so tired. I was just like, I kept like waking up and stuff. I think I was having one of those, what do they call them? Like some sort of anxiety throughout the night attack or something. I was just like, this is ridiculous. Yeah, or the heart's just going. I was like, why the hell is this happening? Stress, guys. Stress. That's probably what it is. I went to the flea market today. Although it's changed a lot. I haven't I haven't been there in years. Yeah, no, it's still going steady. Okay, so if you see any choppiness, it's the game or my connection to the game, not my stream, which is good. Skeletor, yeah, we don't put Skeletor in rotation because she's prettier, and I'm tired of hearing Skeletor go grenade every 2 minutes, and they've never fixed it, and I've given up. I'm sorry, Skeletor. I'm sure if you guys really want him, we can throw him in for a match, but yeah. See, I went to the flea market. I haven't been there, I think, in a couple of years. It was very different. It's all food now. They've, a lot of the, what do you call them? A lot of the stalls have been, like, removed, and they're just kind of a lot larger stalls now. It's very interesting. There's less, like, antique things. There's more, like, arts and crafts that people do and 3D print and stuff. It's a fascinating evolution, honestly. I always liked going when I was younger because there was a guy that had all the old Transformers and stuff, and that was always fun. Anyways, it's time to like the stream. Subscribing's great, donations cool. Consider becoming a channel member gifting, the Patreon option, the Discord for stream alerts, chatter, and great times. There's also the Amazon store affiliate link. Grabbing anything on Amazon, use the link. And GamerHeadquarters.com. I write stuff on the site sometimes. Yeah. But it was interesting. Yeah, I just kind of went and checked that out. It was so for busy. There was one old guy that was still there, though, and I was like, you know what, actually, maybe it's been more than a few years. I don't know if I've even been there since, like, before COVID or something. Not really much of a point for me to go, but yeah, there was this one old guy that was there. He sells Lego and stuff. And I was like, he was old 10 years ago, and, like, he's kind of barely there, but I'm like, I guess if you stop doing that, and you've been doing it for, like, 20 or 30 years, you know, you just stop doing things, right? Sneak King? Oh, I love the magic of Sneak King. 360 power adapter? Oh, that sucks, man. We want Skeletor? Yeah, okay. This thumbnail is getting? What do you mean reuse? This is a brand new thumbnail. Are you seeing like an old thumbnail? I did make a new thumbnail for this stream. Is it not a new one? Hello there. Yeah. Hell Let Loose. Oh, well, that's fun. I hope you enjoyed that. But I was really surprised about how popular that that military game was recently. What the hell was that called? Red something 2 or something like that?
Switching mags.
Yeah, I don't know. It's got like 16k views. That one Hawked did really well. That one did really well. Final Fantasy's doing really well, but I mean, like, Final Fantasy Online. No surprise. That one's gonna do really well because it's in beta, and then it'll do really well ahead of the release when people are looking towards it in, like, June, so... Very, very excited about the performance of that video over time. Pretty great. Flea Market might be his grave. The guy is, like, he was barely, like I said, he was old before, and he was, like, barely kicking today. Like, someone was asking questions, and he was, like, super silent and stuff, and I was like, man, that guy got old. I kind of thought he would have been dead. I know that's, like, maybe an evil or terrible thing to say, but, like, you know, old person, X amount of years since you see them, you never know, right? Yeah. The same thumbnail? I have no idea. Yeah, I made a new one. Well, that was a waste of time. How am I doing? I'm just exhausted, tired, and beat. Yeah, and I went to the gym, I think, too. Yeah, no, I woke up, I got to the gym, and then yeah, and then I went to the flea market. Weird. I was gonna buy some, like, gin. There's, like, it's called, like, the Burwood Brewery. I usually get gin there around Christmas. Because I go and I'm, like, what is it? I go with the I go to the alpacas, right? And then they have the gin there, so I usually grab a bottle. And I was gonna like taste test some gin and stuff, and then they just started like sending someone through they rang some other guy through that was buying beer, and I'm like, I'm buying like expensive gin from you or wanting to, and it's just like felt kind of slighted, so I walked away. I was like, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Mr. Game & Watch. That's a classic Nintendo device. They have fleas there? I wish. A thumbnail? It's the nail on your thumb, and it's a picture in your life. You're not excited for Gulf War? I mean, they haven't had a good Black Ops game in like 10 years, so who knows how that one will turn out. But this is the longest development cycle ever for a Call of Duty game, so should hopefully be good. Yeah. I actually didn't get to drink any gin today. I was pretty disappointed. How will this season of COD affect the start of the death of the Xbox? This season? It's hard to say. We're halfway through it. Signs point to kind of like, you know, sort of dead or alive in the middle there. It's hard to say. Dark Souls 3. I did a video of Dark Souls 3. I don't own that game. I had to ask my buddy Mitchell there to let me sign on to his Xbox in order to play. Why the fuck hasn't the match started? Is this weird to anyone else that the match hasn't started at all yet? This is kind of strange, right? Match started, loading level. Doesn't it usually start the match by now? Oh, here we go. Maybe it's just switching teams for me. But yeah, I had to ask Mitchell there because the FPS boost to Dark Souls 3. I was like, hey, you know, you own Dark Souls 3. I need to do a video. Can you let me? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, sick. Thanks, dude. So yeah, I don't own Dark Souls 3. Yeah, I'm joining into the match in progress. What the hell? Man, Xbox bought COD, and even Xbox gamers have to load in slower into the matches? Ugh, so depressing on this platform. Yeah, so that one. You know, I've also never done a video for Dark Souls 2. I've kind of been waiting for those games to give, like, a good price cut. And they always go on sale, but they don't really go on, like, a good sale. You know what I mean? They still always cost, like, $20 or $30 Canadian, and it's just, like, it's really not worth the price to do, like, a video on those. It's, like, pretty close. It'd probably break even, but really wouldn't be worth all the time. Call that a dogfight? Okay, interesting. Is that because we're technically both in the air, but we're in the water? I don't know, it feels like Xbox is dying. Or maybe it feels like Xbox has been dead for a long time. Who's to say? I'm sure everyone will come to their own conclusions. Yes. He was just asking for my prognosis. I love Souls games. It is true. It is true. Yes, I heard the handheld will save the day. What about the droid attack on the Wookiees? We decided that it wasn't economical to do that, so we just let the Wookiees die. Need to fix up your pond? Yeah, you better. You better get good, and you better get that pond going. I really like gin. I love they do like an apple kind of gin. Apple cinnamon, something like that. It's like a really nice gin. I was gonna buy it from those people, but they yeah, kind of slapped me to the side and did rang on the guy with the beer and stuff, and I was like, are you kidding me? I really don't like getting slighted. Yeah, $20 is an amazing price for 2. Yeah, I'm sure it's a good price for 2, but it's like, is it a good price for me buying it, spending my time on it, doing a video, and am I going to make any money on it, or am I going to lose money on it? Yeah, it's like I break even on a lot of this stuff as is, so yeah, it's just not economical. Especially the cost of things. Seriously, the flea market, the food there, I was like, oh my god, it's so expensive. I'm like, oh, maybe I try like a weird snack or something. I don't know. kind of treat, and I was like, freaking hell, like $7 for like a donut. It was like tiny. Like, no thanks. Ugh. $100 worth of content for 20 bucks. Yeah, okay. I'm very excited for Battlefront. Yeah, very, very excited for the Battlefront compilation package. You know, that's like, those are big games from the childhood. Obviously, I've done videos, I've done streams of those. You might have seen them in the past. You know, we do the Battlefront Classic streams, but to have online multiplayer on console for those, have them running at 4K 60, that's a dream come true. I mean, I can already do that on my PC, and I've been able to do that on my PC for like several years since they brought the servers back, but you know, it'll be really nice to do it on consoles, and everybody will be really excited about it. We might have to do a retro stream ahead of those ones coming out just to kind of get excited, build up the hype. The zombies? I don't think the zombies are on your side. Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah. Comes with all the DLC. Ooh. Yeah. Walmart had bins with games. Not really. No, that was not really a thing in Canada land. Yeah. Not to my knowledge. My favorite was Toys R Us used to have really good game deals. Because people rarely bought games from Toys R Us, so they would have lots of games sitting there, and then eventually they would just try to clear them out, and you could buy like a whole bunch of games for like $5. Actually, you know what else I really, really loved was Rogers. It used to be like a rental. Like, you used to be able to rent like movies and stuff and games from like Rogers. And every year, I think twice a year or maybe once a year during the summer, they would have like a 2 for $30 and 2 for $40 on certain games, and you'd buy like, you know, sports games that you missed or other games. And yeah, back then it was a pretty sick deal. Nowadays it's kind of laughable with all the subscriptions and stuff, but back then, pretty good. Pretty good indeed. Where'd that guy go? Also, when they were closing Rogers, they were doing like crazy like sellouts of all their games. And there was like this semi-attractive lady that was there working, so I would always go and check for the new game deals because, hey, got to say hello, and also B, you never know when they were restocking on new games before they closed. It was like a 2 for 1. Yeah, I see Walmart still has bins for movies, yeah. Do you remember when they used to do... What was it? When EB Games, or, well, GameStop, do you remember when GameStop used to have games? It's like a toy store now. Like, it was a toy store years ago, but now it's like really, really a toy store. It's kind of funny. Yeah, you go, there's like a baby section and stuff, and it's like, what the hell is this? I've just been waiting forever for GameStop to die. I really dislike GameStop. I have since like Crackdown 2 DLC not being provided to me. Like, that's a long time. I've just been waiting for them to die, and they were going to during COVID, and then those dumbasses on Reddit bought all those stock. Pissed me off. Did I get her number? Nah. The store closed. It was too long. GameCube games at Toys R Us? Nice. I got some Switches at Toys R Us. Yeah, I got some Switches from there. The Sky emotes. Yeah, the Sky emotes are pretty good. Does anyone remember how much longer we have left to unlock new Sky emotes? I think we're already at that month mark, aren't we? Where we start losing channel members or something like that. I think that's where we're at. Social. View requests. Crane. Just join the lobby, Crane. Friend recommendations? Friend requests. Christ. Where are these other people? Show more. I have no idea who they are. A bad chihuahua. Alright, here we go. Can't remember what I was gonna show. I don't know if Joe's still online. He is. Oh, he changed the picture. Oh, broad no. Oh, that's kind of funny. Yeah, he had a funnier picture. I could have sworn just the other day of like some kind of karate move or something. He always does like a weird shirtless picture with his cat, and occasionally we tune in to see what he's got going on. Yeah. Everyone's downsized. Call of Duty coming to Game Pass? I did hear about it. Yes. You get your Funko Pops from GameStop? You still collecting Funko Pops? Dun dun dun. Have I ever streamed a game on the original Xbox? No. No, I haven't. It's kind of really low on my priority. Oh, bye, Mr. Game & Watch. Thanks for joining. Yeah, so what was it? I need an adapter so that I can do HDMI out from the original Xbox before I can do any sort of videos or streams on it. It's pretty low priority right now, so yeah. I'd like to, but pretty low priority. I still have the Crystal Xbox, so it works. Yeah. I'm gonna bring out the Toke Force on this one. I'm gonna go to Walmart. He wouldn't sell you the game. I really, like, it got so annoying having to deal with their, like, sells and upsells at GameStop. Like, do these companies know that it, like, puts people off when they do stuff like that? People that use knives and melee weapons in this game are scum.
Hardpoint compromised. Secure the area.
Scum, I say. Starting with Diablo 4? No way. Activision Blizzard games on Game Pass? Well, I never. Did they like buy Activision or something? How come no government stepped in to stop that? I was kidding. Did we allow Microsoft to amass way too much of the industry? God damn it, dude. Where did that guy even come from? Wasn't there teammates behind me? I'm so confused. I keep spawning in this area and just kind of dying, and it's like, I thought my teammates were behind me there.
Target area updated. Move to the
I thought they had my back. Oh, there goes that guy. You know, you can kind of technically follow the zombies to go find somebody. Yeah, that guy running around like a dumbass with a knife. Scum of the earth, I say. Snoop Dogg's been attacked by this big thing. Yeah. It's all about Sky Money. The double pack of Final Fantasy VII Remake and Rebirth worth buying? I don't know. Rebirth was kind of cool when I checked out the demo, but I don't think I'm getting the full version to check out. So I don't know, man. I guess if you're a big Final Fantasy fan, they might be good. I don't know. I can't speak to the quality of those games. Oh Jesus Christ! You just picked me up and ate me. Ate me whole.
We've taken the lead.
You and your stupid ass kniving through the smoke. Scum, I say, scum. Tony Hawk's on Game Pass? Oof. Have I tried the new Forza? I don't know. I don't know. It's a good question. I would say yes, I did, and you missed that content. Yeah.
nearby. Hostile country
Why does YouTube give you... I think those are the new guidelines. We've been dealing with an increased amount of hostility from people recently, so we've had to introduce guidelines. Yeah, that's kind of why that is.
Enemy overwatch low inbound.
Why does it take up your whole screen? It's hard to say.
Secure the area.
I think that's also because it's a beta feature, I believe. Damn it. Kind of like confused me. I was like, is he there? Is he not there? Voodoo Vince. Okay, so I've actually interviewed the guy who made Voodoo Vince, Clayton there. Like, I've actually interviewed that guy. So Voodoo Vince isn't on Game Pass because Microsoft like owns it, but they don't technically fully own it. So to put Voodoo Vince on Game Pass, they have to negotiate with their employee because Clayton works at Microsoft. I think he's actually pretty high up. So yeah, they don't put Voodoo Vince on there because they'd have to make out a deal with him and I guess his family because his like wife worked on it too. And for the remaster, his kid actually grew up and worked on the music for it. Fun fact. Learn all this and more in my great interviews on my website. Yeah, so... yeah, to do Voodoo Vince, they'd have to make a deal with him, their own employee, to kind of get that on there. Because, like I said, they own the IP, but they don't, like, fully own the game, as odd as that sounds. And the reason they remastered Voodoo Vince was because it didn't work for backwards compatibility. Yeah, the emulator caused, I think, crashes or something. So, fun Voodoo Vince facts for you. Yeah, fun Voodoo Vince facts for you on that one. How am I doing tonight? I'm very, very tired and out of my mind. Yeah. So there you go, your Voodoo Vince facts of the day.
The mission is half complete.
But I'm like, how much would it really cost to put Voodoo Vince on Game Pass? And he said it's like impossible to get a platformer game off the ground at Microsoft. Like impossible. Because he'd like to do a sequel, but yeah, it's impossible to get that kind of thing funded there. Which sucks. Yeah. That's why we've got guidelines. It's true. It's true. Is the multiplayer driving? I never had an issue with the multiplayer in this game. It was the best part of it. It's literally, so this game, like I've said many, many times, the multiplayer here is just Modern Warfare 2.2, which I loved, and they just sped it up. It's the exact same game. It even has some of the same maps, but yeah, this is the exact same game as Modern Warfare 2.2. It's just quicker. You know, you got all those Call of Duty influencers, and they're like, this is the best COD ever, it's way better than the last one, and I'm like, it's the same fucking game. You know how I know it is? It's because they were able to port maps with no issue. Literally port maps, they didn't have to remake them, they just ported them. That's how you know it's the same technology. It's just kind of funny, and it's just like, yeah, the gameplay's just sped up. It's like almost comical, actually. But yeah, I never had an issue with the multiplayer. It's just, my thing is, it's basically the same as what we've already done for like a year, right? So it's not different. The campaign in this is hot garbage. So was the zombies mode or whatever. I thought that was terrible. Yeah. Psychonauts 2. Well, to be fair, Psychonauts 2 was in development because of a Kickstarter. Microsoft put more money into Psychonauts 2, but they didn't fund Psychonauts 2. Yeah. Just to be clear on that. And Psychonauts 2 is amazing. But, you know, they're not clambering after more platformers. Well, they were working on a Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4, but then they got folded into Blizzard to work on Overwatch 2. Rest and rejuvenation. In my dreams. The flea market? No, I didn't get like any sleep last night. Like I said, I had like, I think like anxiety attacks. It was like literally I was waking up all the time. His heart was like pounding. It was terrible. Not a pleasant experience. Yes, I had a crazy revelation while I was streaming the Banishers, and I was just like, by the gods. So I've been dealing with that today. Let's go. Okay, Snoop Dogg. He's out, guys. It's time for Spawn to come in.
Took you long enough.
Oh, Spawn, you son of a... He's always giving me crap. Anyways, we gotta grind out this battle pass. How many more tiers do I need? It'll be 45 after this next level. 55 tiers. I don't think we're finishing the battle pass, guys. I don't think it's happening. What was I anxious about? I don't know, there's things going on. Hello there. Yeah. Warfare 3 next to 2. Well, it was just to make them faster for development was why they were done so quick. The spawns, it's just tiny little maps, and then I find that like Hordepoint, or really its inheriting mode, or mode of inheritance, from Hardpoint. Hardpoint has terrible spawns in it. It's never very good. Prototype 3? Probably not. I mean, if you're getting a new prototype, it'll probably be like a remake or reboot, or sorry, not remake, reboot of it. And I don't think you'll see that for, I don't know, 15, 20 years. Best you can do is a lazy Microsoft remaster of Prototype 1 and 2. Best that's on the table. But it's better than nothing. I mean, why do you guys even care? The only thing that matters is Star Wars Battlefront Classic is coming with multiplayer. Who cares about anything else? COD on Game Pass? Psh, could give a damn less when we've got the old Battlefronts.
We're on the same side.
Were you blinded by its majesty? The greatest eras of Star Wars, the prequels, and the original trilogy, together with classic multiplayer.
Your fire.
It's gonna be a great time. Yes, hello there. Banishers. I liked Banishers, but yeah, that one, there are some issues in that. I think the real issue though was not getting you guys to like the stream. Subscribing's great, donations cool. Consider becoming channel member. Channel member gifting. The Patreon option. The Discord for stream alerts, chattering, and great times. Also an Amazon Starfleet link if you're into that. Use the affiliate link. Okay, we got that guy. Got them bones. Got them shopping. Yeah, I guess there was a Pokemon Go Fest of sorts on. I totally didn't even know about it until today. I went to Costco too. It was hellish. I was getting some dinner, but not for tonight, but for another night. Man, I did a lot today. It's all kind of a fuzzy haze, honestly. Big fuzzy haze. $40 for no improvements? Hey man, that's $40 to enjoy the magic of 64-player online multiplayer.
Lethal going out.
I just can't believe they were so cheesy to delist the original Battlefronts. I was like, really, guys? Those are classics. But I guess the new one's 4K 60. My thing is the space. It takes like 50 gigabytes on your Xbox. And I was like, I did the math because I have Battlefront 1 and 2 on backwards compatibility. Together, those games are under 10 gigabytes. And somehow they've bloated it up to like 50 gigs. I was like, how's that even physically possible? I was like, what kind of textures are we getting? Like, did they redo all the textures or something? I was so confused. Yeah. Battlefront streams will be coming. We will arrive on the Battlefront. No, that was like one of the most... You know what? That didn't leak at all either, eh? That was one of the genuinely most shocking things I saw was that getting announced. Because we've known for a while that the Battlefront games are coming to the PlayStation Plus. Like, not those ones, but like the PSP Battlefronts?
You're fired.
Or Battlefront? I think there's one or maybe two of them. So one of those, yeah, I think not Rogue Squadron. Elite Squadron? So we know that's coming to the PS Plus for 1 month. Probably be May, I'm thinking. It's probably May. Yeah, we know that was happening, but I didn't know they were actually doing a collection of Battlefronts. So that was like genuinely surprising bit of news. There's a lot of news that day too. It was a busy day. Pokemon Day is the 27th? Oh, I just don't care about that. Pokemon Go, man. It's like a Go Fest. I didn't even know. You're getting Gigabit next month? No, it must be nice. It's the top 6 selling on Steam. Well, of course it is. It's a freaking cherished collection of games. Like, you know, some people, they grew up with GoldenEye remastered, you know. I guess technically I was around then too. But for like a lot of people, the Battlefronts were like the shooter of the time. Like those Battlefronts were kind of like Call of Duty level for that era. It was a big deal. It's gonna be so fun to stream those. I'm gonna be just sitting there with like really enjoying. I'm gonna be like, it's Battlefront Online. We do like 10-hour streams of it. I won't be able to stop being on the Battlefront. You think they'll add prestiges? That would be cool. With a progression system where you're just kind of level. That would actually be hilarious. They're gonna have some kind of stat tracking, right? Yeah, it's probably gonna do really well. The shame to see Suicide Squad die so fast, and like Skull and Bones die so fast, and then see all these other titles like just doing bonker numbers is funny. Suicide Squad, I'm not saying you should have sent out review codes so that I could like play a game and check it out, but shame on you for not. Shame on you. Yeah, but Warner Brothers, they're like, it's a massive failure. The Suicide Squad, massive, massive failure. It's hurting their financials greatly. Their stock price plunged too. That with other issues. What the hell, there's a red dot here. So I'm thinking we're gonna see them pretty desperate to get like Game Pass and PS Plus deals going for Suicide Squad, so we'll probably be playing that pretty soon. Yeah, we'll probably be playing that pretty soon on the Game Pass. Now I'll be like, what else is there? Yeah, Skull and Bones as well. I can see that being on Game Pass pretty soon. It had apparently under 850,000 players as a peak, and that was including the free trial period at the launch of the game. So that's not good for a quadruple A game. Honestly, they should just drop the price in half. They'd probably get a lot more players. But yeah, Skull and Bones, like, I kind of use my videos too as a bit of a metric for how well things do, and I'm just kind of like, no one was interested in Skull and Bones at all. Like, the first stream, yeah, but like, after that, people did not care about that game. Yeah, Kit Vista was in the original. You had to have the, he was like a DLC character for the original Xbox. At least from what I remember. Yeah, same with Ventress. Those two were like DLC characters. Which you got through the backwards compatibility for free on Xbox. Is there like a new character to buy or something? When's Michonne getting added? I don't want to buy her, but I'm going to take a look at her. We were too hard on Gotham Knights. Gotham Knights ran like garbage, dude. But you're saying Suicide Squad was that much worse? Yeah. You never heard of Skull and Bones? It's been in development for like 11 years. It was everywhere. 8-hour free trial? That's like too much of that game. That's 8 hours too many. Backwards compatible Battlefronts no longer be playable. They'll still be playable. They're just, you can't buy them. They're actually like delisted right now. I tried to go buy them as soon as I saw that message was out. Well, not buy them, but like see if they were purchasable, and they're already gone. Yeah. That's one annoying thing is whenever like a backwards compatible, or whenever there's a remaster for something that's backwards compatible, the BC games, they just get dropped. But I don't know if others have noticed that too. They've delisted a ton of original Xbox and 360 games recently. Like over the last year and a half, I think I've seen like 40 or 50 like original and 360 games get delisted. And it's not even the big ones. It's not like, you know, Spec Ops that people were talking about. Like, I'm talking about games that like people haven't even chatted about being delisted. They're just gone. There's like a whole swath of Splinter Cells. I was like, holy. It's crazy. Like a month? No, like, I'm serious. Like, Suicide Squad and Skull and Bones are performing so badly that, you know, they're going to be trying to get whatever sort of quick money they can, and yeah, I can see those literally within a month or two being dropped on, like, Game Pass and stuff. It might be a little harder because Xbox is going to be using Activision stuff to kind of, you know, sort of push Game Pass, but I think if they get, like, a sweet deal, they'll probably jump on that, right? Like, you know, if it's at the point where Ubisoft's just like, hey, we need some money, or, you know, Warner Brothers is like, hey, we need some money, and you can be like, ha ha ha, because that's how Xbox got the launches of, what were the games? Outriders, Rainbow Six Extraction. What were some other ones that were like day one Game Pass, but that was because the word of mouth was so bad that they're like, ooh, this is going to be bad with new players. Those two come to mind right away. But I really liked Outriders. I guess it wasn't like a huge hit, but like, I did genuinely enjoy that one. I thought it was kind of fun. It must have done okay on the Game Pass, because Xbox is funding an exclusive new game from People Can Fly, which is sounding kind of a little bit like Outriders. But obviously Square Enix owns that IP, so it's not going to be Outriders 2. But so obviously the game did okay for Xbox Game Pass for player counts, and then Microsoft was like, yeah, we'll fund something similar, and blah blah blah. I mean, exclusive for how long, right? That's always the question nowadays. When you're anything that's Xbox related, is how long something will be exclusive. Yeah, I also didn't hear back from Microsoft on, like, review covering their games on other platforms. I don't know if they're, like, really mad at me or something right now. I'm trying to get to the bottom of something like that, but, yeah, it's really, really weird. Because I was like, I wanted to check out Pentiment on, like, PlayStation and stuff. My Own Grenade? Piss off. Yeah. Game Pass Ambassador? I don't know. It's like I said, my relationship thing with Xbox and that is so, like, weird, and that their communication is not great recently. I think there's been some miscommunication between me and my rep or something too, because I was a little confused recently, but I'm looking into that. Hard to look into it during the weekend, but I'm looking into things, so I'm very, very confused. Skull and Bones? I think Skull and Bones launched on Ubisoft Plus, didn't it? Like, isn't that the point of Ubisoft Plus, is you get day one Ubisoft games on there? Video showing all the list of games. Ugh, it's way too much work. We should play the campaign with 4 players. Which game? Oh, Suicide Squad? Yeah, that is kind of an annoying thing I've noticed too, is like, you guys remember we used to get like 4-player cooperative campaigns and stuff, and this gen it's like gone back to 2. I don't know why it's so technologically demanding to do that. Yeah, you just drop the resolution down further and stuff, but I don't know. Maybe games are just too demanding on these consoles, or these consoles aren't strong enough. I don't know what. It's weird. Very, very weird. What? How I am with Microsoft? I'm pretty honest about things. I cover their stuff like crazy, man. And like, honestly, when have I ever been like, outside of complaining about how they do things, you know, I've always given their games more than fair review scores and coverage. When am I supposed to sit there and be all happy with everything they do? That's just crazy in itself. Ugh. It all started with Redfall. It all started with Redfall. I was thinking of some cool video ideas where it's kind of like compilation video type things. Like I do the top 10s, but I was thinking of like little collections of different games with more extended like playtimes to them. Yeah, I kind of want to play around with that concept for videos. I don't know when, but I want to play around with that. Yeah. I look at it like this too. Like Xbox, you know, they don't have a lot of people that support the brand or really cover it or really do anything with it. And it's like, yeah, it's a situation where they really should be strengthening the positions they have with people that are making content and showing off their stuff instead of causing issues. Because I don't know if people have noticed, like, on like Reddit and stuff, there's a lot of hostility towards people doing content stuff for Xbox right now. Because of the leaks and the chatter around that. And it's like the user base is more splintered than usual. And that's what I'm saying is like they're, from a PR perspective of how they like convey information to the general public, it's really been messy. Particularly the last couple of weeks and stuff, and it's just really, yeah. Like I look at Xbox as like community and stuff, and I'm just kind of a little like not as thrilled about covering stuff within it, particularly recently.
Here we go.
Damn you, Groot. Damn you, Groot. Yeah. Server for my gameplay B-roll? Well, I don't really have that much B-roll. What I've started to do is I collect like minute-long clips of stuff now, and I just keep them on one drive. I really need to get like a larger hard drive. I've got like, I don't know how many terabytes I have on my PC. I got quite a few, but I don't just like have tons of video clips sitting there. I rarely save stuff. But yeah, I have started collecting like minute-long clips and things. Just because it streamlines the workflow. Keyboard and mouse? No. No. They want shills. Well, if they wanted and liked their shills, they shouldn't have like imploded upon them. Like some of the hardcore like Xbox people on like the Twitter Xbox fluencers on Twitter like literally like gave up on them and stuff, which I think is kind of funny. Like Xbox, like they cultivated this like hardcore audience and they just splintered it like crazy over the last few weeks for like no reason. Ubisoft merged with Game Pass. I don't think they can. So PlayStation has Ubisoft Classic, not Ubisoft Plus. They have Ubisoft Classic on their thing. So I believe as part of having Ubisoft Classic, that means Xbox isn't allowed to have any sort of Ubisoft subscription connection. Because it seems like Xbox went with EA, and they've been partners for a long time. But I believe Xbox also isn't like stopping EA from having a connection with PlayStation Plus, but I don't think Sony wants to pay for that, I guess. So yeah, it's kind of like you got the EA Plus, or EA Plus, EA Play. You got EA Play on Xbox, and then Ubisoft Classics for the PS Plus. Honestly, the EA Play stuff is much more valuable to me from a Game Pass perspective than Ubisoft stuff would be. If they did add Ubisoft Plus to Game Pass, they'd have to jack up the price a bit more. Yeah. That was delightful. Because it's like, see, this is where I just, like, I don't know how Xbox expects to sell hardware in the next gen. Because they've told everyone that the games and exclusives are going to be on other platforms. So you're going to have people that were like, well, there's still some games on console that I can get on Xbox, so that's why I'd buy an Xbox. And then, you know, the PC players are going to keep going on PC because that's where all the Xbox stuff is. And then the people that Xbox usually has promote Xboxes don't really seem to be interested in it anymore. They're kind of like some of the really, really hardcore Xbox, like fanatics, like literally have given up. And I know it sounds really stupid, but those are the people that talk about the product, promote the product. You know, hell, you got, was it Klobe right there who does all the images, like promotional stuff for free for Xbox? Even that guy is like, you can tell really just is completely disinterested in the brand. Like, I don't know, if they don't send me like the next Xbox, I don't think I'm gonna buy it, because I really don't get the point in it. It's really weird, and it's just kind of like, because I was sitting there thinking about it today, and I was just kind of like, I don't know if I'd have the interest, because I don't think they're really serious about it, about gaming and stuff, like, you know, and I can just play it all on PC and that, and I don't know. But like 2026, which is apparently the next gen, is like 2 years away, so things change a lot in a couple of years. I'm just not going to think about it too much till then, but I was kind of sitting there today and I was just like, I really don't know if I'm that interested anymore, which is kind of weird. Yeah, they kind of really just bummed out the whole platform. EA Play is fine. I just think you get better games with EA Play than the Ubisoft Plus stuff. Yeah. Jedi Survivor should be coming to Game Pass? Yeah, it should be coming soon. It's usually 8 months. And I know you're like, oh, it's been longer than 8 months, but Jedi Survivor did really, really, really well. Like, the sales for that game were strong at launch, and they have continued to be really, really strong. So EA sitting there being like, no point in putting this on, you know, on the EA Play, because we're still making, like, buckets of money off of it. So that one should be soon. I think somehow Battlefield 2042 ended up being the longest, or something like that, between launch and being on EA Play, but yeah, it should be like April, I'm thinking, for Jedi Survivor. Yeah, it should be like April. Unless they want to do it as like a Star Wars Day thing. You know what I mean? Like, because Star Wars Day is early May the 4th. So yeah, it should be in April unless they want to do some kind of weird Star Wars Day tie-in, but I don't think they'll do that. It should be about April. Because that'll be an extended period of time, right? I was figuring they were going to do it for Christmas, but I guess those Christmas sales, they're like, we can make good money, and they went for the money, and you can't blame them, right? Yeah. Oh, I love Palworld. Series X will support games after the new console? Like, okay, like the Series XS was not a successful generation for Xbox. It was the least successful generation yet. And I could see them trying to distance themselves from these pretty fast. Like, the new direction for Xbox is using cloud, so like you'll probably still get to see, you know, you'll still play the new games, but you'll cloud stream them to your Xbox Series X. Probably the S. I think the S will get dropped quicker, depending on when they give up on like the parity feature kind of thing. Like, we already saw that kind of get eroded with Baldur's Gate 3, but
Shoot me again. Check fire.
I don't know, we'll have to see. 2026, you can probably ride out the Series X and S till like, what, 2029, 30? No, that's too long. 2026 plus 2 years, 2028, I'm assuming. You'll at least have support till 2028. Well, I guess 2029 and 2030 aren't actually that far off from that year, right? It's usually about a 3-year period that you get for gens. Maybe longer, depending on the game. Sports games last the longest. Now, the real point of contention is going to be the SKUs that we're seeing. Like, it's been, I think, a long time, and in the modern era, we've never had this many SKUs that have existed at once, because it's gonna be like there's gonna be series, or there'll be Xbox One should be done by then. But like, okay, let's say like a sports game, you know, your FIFA. I could see them doing like a PS4, PS5, PS5 Pro, Xbox Series X, S, and Xbox Next Gen. Probably 2 SKUs like the X and the S, and then there's an Xbox Handheld they want to do too. It's gonna be like a bit of a mess for SKU options. It's gonna be weird. Because I think Xbox is there, throw stuff at the wall and see what sticks phase. Yeah, hello there. Red Dragon? What's Red Dragon? Is that a movie? I don't know if I'm familiar with that one. Yeah. I don't know where I'm going or what I'm doing for console stuff. I mean, I was kind of wanting to move away from Xbox a bit more this year anyways. That was kind of the plan, but I kind of figured that they weren't gonna do something totally stupid, which they kind of did. And I'm kind of just like, ugh. But it seems like the audience is okay enough with Xbox still, so we're gonna kind of sail this out through the year and see what the hardware is. The Switch 2 or the next Nintendo console getting a delay to like 2025, or a leaked delay till 2025 was kind of like a really worst case scenario. Because again, I feel really kind of trapped without a new exciting shiny toy to move to, and it's just like, ugh. But you know, there's lots of games coming out, and it's gonna be really interesting to see what happens. Yeah, it's gonna be really interesting. The new Xbox, it'll have a different branding. Like, it won't be called Xbox Series. It'll be Xbox something X, something S, but they'll replace the Series name. Because the Series is a family of consoles. Same as the next one will be. Yeah. Well, teraflops aren't the only measure of, like, power and everything like that. Oh, is Super here? Oh, Super is here. I totally missed that. Yeah, 2025. I know, right? I'm just kind of like, ugh. Like I said, I feel really trapped in a lot of things, you know, really trapped on stuff, and it's just like, goddamn, what do you do? Did I play as Spawn? No, I think I was Firecracker again. It's like I'm not allowed to play as Spawn. Won't let me depart from Xbox? Yeah. Well, yeah, there's the PS5 Pro, but I'm also like, you know, the PS5 is underperforming for like sales goals, right? Like by 4 million units. AMD, Xbox, and PlayStation are projecting worse console sales this year. I'm just kind of like, you know, is the PS5 Pro gonna be like super niche, or like, I have a lot of worries about stuff. It's the prequel movie for Hannibal Lecter. Oh, okay. Man, like, honestly, today I was watching, I played a little Carcassonne. And I was watching the Criterion videos, where the Criterion collection, like, people go into the closet. There's a lot of actors in the closet. They go in and they pick the Criterion movies. So I've actually heard about like 50 or actually probably like 100 movies today. Titles of these actors going into the collection and like picking from the shelves and then talking about the movies. And I'm just like, oh wow. It reignited my passion for trying to find somewhere where I can watch the Passion of Joan of Arc. It's supposed to be, or include, the single greatest performance in all of cinema history. The lead lady, she did one movie and that was it. It's a 1928 film. I've talked about it before. But yeah, it was like, they had like a trailer for that on the channel too, and I was looking at it, I was like, oh my god, this performance is amazing. Like, it's, you know, it's a silent film, but like, oh my god, the way that she performs with like her eyes and her facial expression is just it's incredible. Absolutely incredible. Yeah. But I'm kind of excited for the handheld they're supposed to be doing this year. Fingers crossed it's called the Series E, guys. I know the Xbox marketing department won't allow it, but come on, throw us a bone. The Series E. The Elite Xbox, right? Because you could take it on the go. No other reasons. I don't know. It's a weird situation. Like, an Xbox handheld would be kind of fun to do videos on if it ran differently than, like, the Series S. It would be neat to see how those games perform from, like, a technical standpoint. I would just assume they would inherit Series S information, like, in regards to, like, performance and stuff, and then probably just not run as well. But there was that Xbox handheld video that was already up on the channel, so I'm sure you might have seen that. Yeah. Kojima's final project will just be a movie. I think Kojima's gonna, like, die halfway through doing a game-movie hybrid in whatever amount of time. Like, he's gonna be one of those guys that just, like, he doesn't retire, and he just, like, keeps on working his whole life. And it's just like, man, will you stop? And he'll be like, can't stop, won't stop. And he's just, you know, like one of those dudes that, like, literally, you know, one of those creative types that just is so passionate about what they're doing that they just literally can't or won't retire. Because they're just, you know, it's like, what else would I do? And, yeah. It'll be halfway through a project, and it'll be like, in memory of Kojima or something, and yeah. One more title in his games crediting him for something he did. With Death Stranding, it was like, a Kojima game, written by Kojima, produced by Kojima, developed by Kojima. Story direction by Kojima. Casting decision, Kojima. P for portable? I hate how right you're on that. Yeah, Xbox Series P for portable. They could call it the XSP. Man, that's... I hate how good that is. I'd way rather have the Xbox Series E so we can have the sex line, but... Oh, that's rough. Or the H, XSH, Xbox Series Handheld. I like the P for portable, though. That's actually got, like, a really nice ring to it. Somebody search up XSP to see if someone's taken that titling. I wonder if that's even available. Yeah. Who doesn't retire, but should. Maybe, probably. Am I still looking at houses? I keep my eye open. Like I said, I'm still waiting for my card. Like, I have a card coming, and this card will grant me certain rights in Canada land. And that includes having money towards a house, so I'm waiting for my card to see how much money they give me. And also hoping that the prices go down a little bit. As I said, you know, if I had like a wife or something, I would actually have like a really decent house. Like, pretty solid. I wouldn't be overextended. The S and the X stand for Soros and xylophones. Yeah, that's what they stand for. That's what I was saying, Xbox Series E, man. For Elite, no other reasons. The 1X. Well, they've used the Elites all the time, right? They use the Elite name in the Xbox branding historically like crazy. Into movies. Well, his next game thing is supposed to be like a game movie, right? You could, like, he loves movies, that guy. You can tell that he literally loves film. Or maybe not film, but he loves movies, Kojima. And, like, yeah, that's definitely been something he's working more and more towards. Like, he's got the Death Stranding movie happening with, what is that, A24 or whatever, and then the next PlayStation game is supposed to be a mix of, you know, game and movie. But I mean, that's nothing new or different, right? You've got, you know, these huge-ass cutscenes he does, but then you got companies like Remedy. They already do that. They do, like, you know, this hybridization of TV and movie and, you know, well, I guess live action and then game rendering, right? They've been doing that since, like, was Alan Wake the first time they did that, or did they do that sooner? I'm trying to think of older Remedy games. The Max Payne's comic book endgame, right? So not really movie endgame. So they've been doing that since like 2010. It's not like it's a new concept. But yeah, it wasn't Kojima promising the line will be so blurred that you won't even be able to tell the difference or something, and it's like, that's great. Yeah. The third Xbox, because they're a third-party company. Oh, dude. The Series Y? Why did I buy this? Whatever Xbox does, you're buying it. You're the perfect consumer. Yeah. It could also be the Xbox Series P for paperweight. That's what I was looking at for that discless Series X that's like white or something that leaked the other day. I was like, yeah, that looks like a paperweight. I was like, why? They're really struggling to sell those things, and it's like, I don't know. I feel like unless there's like a big price cut on that one, I really don't get it. Also, I'm much more into the black, like the matte black for electronics, because it matches everything in my room, and it's like the PS5 being white just stands out so badly, and I'm just imagining this like obscenely glowy white Series X just kind of sitting there like disrupting the pattern of my environment. I'm just being like, no, you monster. Why didn't you sit there and like the stream? We're really far behind today. Subscribing's great, donations cool, consider becoming a channel member. Channel member gifting, the Patreon option, the Discord for stream alerts, the Amazon store affiliate link. Grab anything on there, use the link. Like, come on guys, easy ways to support the content. Especially in this $7 donut economy I live in. Yeah. So there's a negative if we call it the Xbox Series P. Paperweight. I don't know, it's just kind of funny. And the thing is I'm actually probably one of the more supportive of the Xbox brand people out there, and I'm just really just tired of it. But you know what I'm not tired of? All those sweet views from Final Fantasy. Hell yeah. That video is taking me right to the top. Oh, I forgot. I wanted to film some Final Fantasy comparison footage because I was like, that'd be a good idea. Visually assaulted by the White Series X. This is visceral insanity is what you would call it. Next year will be better. Oh my god. See, like again, the thing that just drives me crazy is I waited and I waited and I waited for Xbox to like finally get their act together, and I was like, okay, they finally got their shit together. They got Bethesda, they got Activision Blizzard. I was like, we're here, baby. We finally did it, you know? It's been painful. You know, 10 plus years of Xbox, just painful to sit there and game on this platform. I was like, we're finally there. And then they do this crap, and I'm just like, oh my god. It's like a Curb Your Enthusiasm episode that goes on for like a decade. Yeah. It's just like Phil Spencer's like Mocha Joe, and he's just causing problems for me like every day. Xbox hardcore channels if Halo went to PlayStation. They just go cover it on PlayStation. And they'd be more views, probably. Like a lot of people, they get really like people have been really mad about how I've been pretty brutally and honestly covering the Xbox stuff. But like, you know, just from a pure numbers game, there's a lot more PlayStation users out there, like a lot more. Like Xbox is actually like a really niche thing in gaming, just from like a player count. Like it's, you know, it's like covering a Steam Deck, but people are enthusiastic about the Steam Deck. Which is depressing. I think the handheld thing will be kind of funny though to cover. Could be interesting, could be different. The discless Series X, I just don't get it. Like, unless you can get a really good price point, it's just like, yeah. Paramount? I don't think Kojima's doing A24 for the Death Stranding, and then Sony for the game. I don't believe he's doing anything with Paramount. Paramount's dying, like, they need to get bought, like, this year. But from what I was reading, like, a lot of the other companies are just gonna wait Paramount out until it's, like, a fire sale. And that's so depressing, because Paramount's, like, you know, they're one of the few historical companies within the film industry, and it's just like, yeah, it's gonna be really sad to see Paramount kind of go, because I love, you know, covering Paramount stuff. I've always loved the Paramount like logo and that, and yeah, it's kind of sad to see a film institution like that vanish. Because it's like gaming stuff is relatively young, but movie stuff, you know, these companies are all over 100 years old. It's just sad. But, you know, industries change, society changes. You gotta keep up with the times or you die, right? Stupid knives. Hello there. PS3 did really well over the years. See, the thing is, though, is like, you know, PlayStation, they have great fans, and when they put together good games and good products, people come out and buy PlayStation stuff. And it just seems like every time that Xbox like builds up a good amount of like goodwill with people and gamers, they just do something like completely idiotic to just ruin it. And it's so like they just keep like they're slipping on the banana peel on purpose, and I literally just can't comprehend the decision making sometimes. And it's like, oh, what do I know, blah blah blah. Like, I've been around the industry for like a long time. And like I don't think I talked to like anyone that really thought genuinely this was a good idea for the platform. They're like, it's a good idea for money what they're doing, but it's not good for the health of the platform. I don't know. At the end of the day, does it really matter? It's like whatever. There's lots of other places to play games and stuff. It's just disappointing. The Transformers movies? They still have the rights to those even? Sword and Fairy. Yeah, that game was kind of cool. Again, just wish the resolution was a bit higher on that. The consoles need to solidify? Yeah, that's not going to happen. They want to be the last one standing, so they have the full market. Yeah. No, I did too. You can go back to those early Series X streams and stuff. I was very excited to see where Xbox was taking things. I was like, this is going to be like a 360 era type thing they're building. It's like, we got great hardware, you know, great services. You know, it looks like they're finally developing games. They bought all these studios, and it's just like they just can't get anything out the door. And then, you know, when they do start to get things out the door, they give everything away, and it's just like, what the hell? It's so perplexing. Like I really, like, I genuinely can't wrap my head around some of the decisions they make sometimes. No. Oh, fuck. I thought they couldn't get in. I thought when I closed the doors, the zombies were going to be polite and stay on the outside. I didn't close that door for my health zombies. Closed it because I wanted to keep you out. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, Unreal Engine 5 and some of like the games. Like I actually really thought that this is technically the closest to PC hardware we've ever had for a gen. But like, my god, are these consoles just like buckling under the new software technology. Like, software is just doing leaps and bounds over what we can do with hardware. Unless you like shove a really expensive high-end graphics card in there, but you're just not gonna get that from AMD. You're just not. I wish you could, but yeah. Unless they have some radical sort of upgrade, but the last like 10-15 years of AMD have told me that they just don't have anything like that sitting there. That's where that, like, they're like the greatest leap in gaming history or something. What do they say? The greatest technological leap in a console? And I was like, I don't think computing-wise that's even, like, possible. Unless you slap a 4090 in that bad boy. Or a 5090 or something. Maybe that one rumor is right. There was a guy who was actually rumoring about like all the Xbox stuff going like going third party and stuff back in like December or something. And he's like on a forums, and it was kind of like a silly post where he was like talking about Xbox just doing a ridiculously high-end console that's more like a niche thing, and I'm like, maybe that is their goal? Yeah. Well, so the PS3 against the 360 thing. We always say that the PS3 outsold the 360, but if you actually look at the numbers, there's a certain point where they stop tracking 360 sales, and I don't know if that's just because they literally all of a sudden stopped selling 360s, but like, there's a gap where we literally just stopped getting information for 360 sales, and the PS3 sales kept being tracked. You also remember like the 360 started earlier too. I don't know, I really thought we were headed towards the 360 gen, but this gen, you know, outside of everything, it's just a lack of like really big games that take advantage of the hardware, lack of exclusives on all the platforms, and it feels so similar to like last gen that you're just kind of like, eh.
You can call me Ash.
Dean's going. It was nice of you to join in, Dean. Yeah. If they slapped a 4090 in the Xbox, I don't know if I'd be super excited about it. It'd be cool, but I don't think they will. Like I was saying though, before the whole death arc there, I was kind of the dream scenario was them doing like an Intel CPU and a NVIDIA graphics card, but I don't know, I can't see them doing that. Maybe they'll do some kind of like new solution or something, I don't know. It's kind of their own silicon like Apple does, but we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see what they end up doing. Like I said, I don't know, maybe they'll send me a new one to cover, maybe they won't. Right now, I don't really have a whole lot of interest in their hardware at the moment. Yeah. Which is sad, but, you know, tastes and stuff change over time. That's part of growing. Horde Hunt. Does this actually do anything if I collect this stuff? It's just more crap. I don't even use any of all this stuff. Get more and more things, and I'm just gonna like, eh. You're too tired? That's fair, man. Arc GPU? Oh, I don't think they would move to an Arc GPU. That would be pretty dumb. I mean, the word on the block was Intel was so desperate to get some more market share going that they were offering like silicon at like cost to Microsoft for Xbox and stuff, and I don't know if they took it or not. Yeah. I don't know, like, weren't we like not even 2 weeks ago there was people talking about PS5 hitting like 200 million console sales, and I was just like, yeah, that math really doesn't make up for that at this point, I don't think.
Switching mags.
Like, I think the Grand Theft Auto will be a very, very big platform mover. Like, I could see that selling a lot of consoles. And I am assuming PlayStation's going to have the marketing rights on that, and I do think it'll move a lot of PlayStations. I could actually see it maybe being a big mover for, like, a PS5 Pro. I could actually see that being, like,
Fresh mag.
you know, a big system seller, even if it's like a third-party kind of thing. Yeah, I could definitely see that. Especially since it's only on console, right? So Rockstar might literally save the console gen, but
Boston tactical.
we'll have to wait and see, right?
I'm getting
I mean, we still kind of don't even know when it comes out, right? It's supposed to be like, what, early 2025? We still don't have, like... Yeah, we don't have a specified date, do we? No? And besides, like a year from now, things would be totally different. But it's, it will be fascinating. It will be fascinating. Halo MCC again? Hopefully someday. If Phil went over to PlayStation? Nah, that wouldn't mean anything. I don't know if he could go over to PlayStation. He'd probably have some kind of non-compete, I would imagine. Yeah. Besides, why would it... that wouldn't even matter. It's a business is business. You know, they act like they're your pals and stuff, but like they're there to make money for the company, right? They get paid a lot of money to do so. Yeah. Xbox is changing directions. Yeah, that's kind of what I've been getting at, is where I say that like Xbox has like the worst marketing / PR. And again, not PR people. Like the PR people are like that I work with are really, really great. Just in case there's ever any communication on that. But like I say PR from like public relations, from a standpoint of like how Xbox communicates their information to like their fan base and people in the general public, they do a really, really bad job because they're constantly changing their messaging and they don't have a focus on their messaging. Their messaging is usually very messy, very sporadic, which is like just all over the place. There's not really much of a focus, and it just like it creates a lot of confusion for people. You know, they really lack that sort of like singular focus in what they're doing, and it's like, you know, this year alone, you know, it's, we've heard of, you know, mostly I guess through leaks to some degree, but you know, first there was the court case, and we heard that they were going to do refreshes of the Series X and the S. And then it's like, oh no, those plans are cancelled, Phil Spencer says, or they've changed. And then we're getting like a handheld, and then we're getting a discless white Series X, which doesn't make any sense to me at all. Then they're giving away their games, and then they're not giving away all the games, but nothing is off the table. And it's just like, it's confusion. Where it's like every month or every couple weeks, there's like, you know, some sort of news going one way or the other, and it's just like, it's so confusing. Like other platforms, you don't hear that. With Xbox, I'm always hearing like different things, and they're not usually ever good things that I'm hearing. And they just keep like the same people running the company over and over again. I'm like, I don't think it's really working. Ow. Sega's not coming back for the console. Yeah. I don't know, it's just like, I'm confused, and I'm someone that like covers this stuff. Just imagine how a general consumer feels hearing all of these different things. That's the biggest problem, is like, you have to think of people that are outside of the realm of what you do, and it's just like, I'm sure there's a lot of like people out there that are just like, literally don't understand what's happening. They just constantly hear different things. Yeah, you know, Xbox celebrating buying Activision Blizzard and then, you know, not getting anything from that, and then it's just so weird. Their fans, yeah, that is a big part of PlayStation, is their fans know what to expect. Even when PlayStation is quiet, you know they're sitting there cooking something up for the future, right? People are more willing to take a chance on the PlayStation, whereas a lot of Xbox fans did convert over during the Xbox One era due to the really mixed messaging. And then, you know, they never really tried to win those fans back, or they weren't able to. And then the last couple weeks, they literally splintered their player base even further, or their audience. It's really weird decision making. You feel indifferent. Well, they do care if you own an Xbox. They just tell you they don't because they don't have the sales numbers. As soon as they have the sales numbers, they talk about it. I don't know how to describe it. You gotta go back to the Xbox One era, where they started that thing where they said they didn't care about sales numbers, and then they had a Christmas where they like outsold PlayStation in the US, and they were like, #1 console in the US during the holiday, or blah blah blah. And it's like they do care about the sales numbers, because they're a company there to make money. And yes, they care about making more money, right? But you know, even you have the, what the hell was it? Was it Stewart or was it Amy Hood or something that said that she was, during the reporting period about a month ago, that they were really disappointed by the hardware sales of Xbox. Like, it literally says that. You can go read it in some of the reports where they're like, the Xbox hardware greatly underperformed or something. So it is a metric they care about. They track that number. And that number, like, they're pushing Game Pass, right? Like, Game Pass is their big thing. But clearly, with the numbers we've seen, more Game Pass subscriptions are sold when there's more Xbox consoles sold. You gotta have one to get the other. Just like you gotta like the stream. Subscribing's great, donations cool, consider becoming channel member. Channel member gifting, the Patreon option, and the Discord for stream alerts. There's also an Amazon store if they like grab anything on Amazon. We here for you. I love that skit so much. Well, it's not a skit. I love that bit from Succession. It's so funny. So funny. We here for you. Yeah. It's just like, it's mixed messaging and confusing things for people that I think kind of devalues and hurts the brand. Because that is a thing that I think a lot of people have parroted too, is that they don't care about the console sales, but it's like, you know, when they're sitting there literally telling their shareholders that Xbox consoles are underperforming and stuff, that to me shows that like that is something they're actively tracking. I think the funniest thing too one of the funniest things, that whole court case of Activision Blizzard getting bought was just hilarious. But like they literally, the metrics for how they like choose a studio or games is literally based on like Steam player numbers and Twitch views, and I was like, yeah, people were right, because for years people were like they're like the Twitch numbers and the Steam player counts are what matter, and it's like, I guess they kind of are. Yeah. Brought back the Kinect. I like the Kinect. The Kinect was a scapegoat. It was a scapegoat. I'll stand by that. The Kinect for 360 was the fastest selling consumer electronic device of all time. How do you go from the most successful, fastest selling consumer electronic device of all time to within, was it 3 years or something, to like dismantling it off your next console, not even using it? It's like, how did that happen? It wasn't it, when did the Kinect come out? Like 2010, 2011, and then it was gone by 2014? Like early 2014? Like, oh my god. That's a huge failure of leveraging an asset. And you could say, oh, the motion control era died, and it's like, yeah, I guess to some degree maybe it did, but like, hot damn, that is a rapid switch. Because it's not like the motion controls got like oversaturated like Guitar Hero and Rock Band. Sure, each platform had their own thing going on, but like, you know, that's funny, is I'm wondering if we're in a bit of a handheld race right now, like we were with a motion controls race back in the day. You guys notice they always put me on like the villain team? Like every match almost, I'm on the villains team. Pay good money for those other characters. Yeah. I mean, Xbox could outsell PlayStation. They own every single franchise that mattered to people my age growing up. Like, you could leverage all of that. I know if the courts don't necessarily allow that from like a Call of Duty perspective, but like, there's no reason that Xbox couldn't outsell PlayStation if they had the right strategy, had the game set up, and were actually promoting it properly. They really, there's no reason. Any product can sell if it's got the right people selling it. I mean, hell, look at the Wii U to the Nintendo Switch, which is the same time frame that Xbox always complains about. Yeah, I love making that joke where it's just like, you know, it's the injured high school football player complaining about their glory days. If only they hadn't had this mistake or something. And it's just like Xbox and people in the community going on about that. It's like, if only the Xbox One, and it's like, oh my god, it was like 11 years ago. You gotta move on from that.
Switching mags.
Especially from a business perspective. Yeah. It was just like a waste of resources what they did to the Kinect. So that the Kinect could watch you? No, they didn't. That was such like propaganda that people were throwing around there to make Xbox sound even worse. That crap with the Kinect. It wasn't a spy device. It was supposed to be like a seamless interactivity between you and your TV. It was a great idea with really cool tech, and it got screwed over. And scapegoated. First scapegoated by the community, and then scapegoated by Microsoft. Ugh. Basically, like, sent harmonics on a decline of death, too, and that whole thing was a mess. It's the Kinect's fault as to why the Xbox... Oh god, I'm gonna die. Oh no, I actually swear. It's like the Kinect is the Xbox One's fault. And it's like, no, it's because the Xbox One is like weaker than the PS4 and it's priced $100 more, that's why. What a suicidal idea that was. Did you... I don't know if you guys watched the Xbox 720 video I did, but... Really, really good historical facts. Like, Microsoft knew PlayStation was gonna sell for $400. Xbox was gonna do a backwards compat machine with the Kinect and they were gonna charge $300. Imagine how much different last gen would have been if they would have come in with a Kinect and charged only $300 US, and the PlayStation cost $400. You're like, sure, the Xbox One would have been a little underpowered, but I think that $100 would have been a pretty sweet little bit of difference. Yeah. Kinect Adventures was so fun. Yeah, that was fun. I like the Dance Central. There was a lot of Kinect games I played back in the day. I really liked that thing. It was nice to have something different and interactive to enjoy. Like, it was good to get a little bit of fitness with my gaming, and it's a shame that that's kind of died out. I used to really enjoy Kinect Fitness. Until I got a strike on YouTube for one of the videos I did on it. I was like, wow. I think I got the strike for a Kinect Fitness video the day Xbox, like, canceled Kinect Fitness, because I'm assuming the licensing ran out on that. It was like the day they canceled it, I was like, son of a... Yeah. There was a lot of cool Kinect games. There really was. It was a very innovative time of gaming. Oh well. I think we also learned, though, by the end of everything, a lot of people, when it comes to like gaming and consoles, they just love to sit down, have a controller in their hand, and play on a TV. Or at least I think that's the end thing that you're supposed to take away from the death of the motion controls era. Although technically the Switch still has like motion controls to some degree with the gyro, and I guess PlayStation does too, right? And then Xbox is supposed to get that kind of support. Than the controller, which would be a bit weird. That guy plays with squirrels. Keep getting caught by that thing. Don Matrick. We need a hero. Where's good old Don Matrick when you need him? Don Matrick was right. Except for the price of that console. Jesus Christ. But no, we could have had some really cool features. You know, they were going to allow us to be able to sell digital games. They were going to have a family plan where you and 8 players could share the same digital games. Like, there was some really cool stuff they were cooking up that they had to let go because of the complaints of the Xbox One. And they had, like, a film studio they were building up to add, like, videos and stuff on Xbox. And, tisk. Upon reflection, they probably should have just bought Netflix at the time. Yeah, it costs too much to buy things. That's probably another big issue as to why games are being moved to other platforms for Xbox, is because the, you know, when they went to buy Activision Blizzard, acquisitions were a lot more sensible, and now that companies are, you know, like recession type stuff happening, it's kind of like a little, we need to hog money a little bit and, you know, pull back on stuff. And, yeah. Don Matrick really was good for appealing to the casual audience. I think they were just assuming consoles were going to become like the media device of the living room, and for a time they were kind of how you, I mean, still a lot of people use them for all these different things. But then the TV started getting like Netflix and stuff, and it's like, well, you don't need a console, you just get it off your TV, right? Yeah. Don Matrick was a hero, Vayland. You just didn't see it yet. He runs some big business stuff in like stock groups or whatever. I'm trying to think of the name for it. Exhausted. Runs fund to what are those, hedge funds or something in like Vancouver? Yeah. Living the sweet money life in Canada land. Netflix with your friends on 360? No, I don't, because we never had that in Canada land. Yeah, they never gave that to us here. We never got any of the fun features. I mean, looking back though, how many people play the Xboxes or the PlayStations without an internet connection though? You know, like honestly. I know people get really mad about that, where it's like, oh, you need an internet connection, but it's like, seriously, when do you not use the internet now? Like, I don't think I've ever used my Xbox offline since the day I got it. Or the PS5. I don't think they've ever used them offline. Doesn't even make any sense. Just at the time, it was too scary of a concept. But, like, seriously, though, like, when do you not have your stuff connected to the internet? Like, all these games are all so digitally integrated, it's like, you can't even, you know, keep your games updated or anything. I love how it's a Snoop Dogg of the gun. The Xbox One reveal is so bad. TV, sports, Call of Duty, there's a dog. I love that. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that classic montage where it's just like sports, TV. Yeah. There's a dog. Ah, that's so funny. It's so funny. Yeah, every like E3 kind of time of year or Xbox conference time of year, I go back and I like rewatch the old conferences and stuff. It's so fascinating to see the evolution of how they do conferences. The more modern conferences are very fun because I've lived those and I've lived some of the other ones too. But the newer conference just aren't as exciting to rewatch because they're just like basically trailer sequences that run for 2 hours. But the older ones were a lot of fun. There was a lot of stage show, like showmanship and stage presence and stuff. You just don't get that anymore. But yeah, it's very interesting to see that change. But I always go back and rewatch because I think it's entertaining. But the Xbox One launch is just so uniquely bizarre, that presentation of it. What was the other one that's really funny? The PlayStation how to do trading with your friends, where it's like they hand the PS4 game over to their friends. It was like, oh, that was funny. Yeah. Yeah, but the 360 era. When is Xbox dying? Well, if they do a console in 2026, they'll probably be done with consoles by 20... They usually get, like, what, 8 years of support? 6 years of support? So probably 2030 something will be the last remnants of the console. Still be kicking. Yeah, probably like 2030. 2032? 33, 34? Yeah, something like that, unless they give up earlier. But it'll still, like, live on service-wise till, like, that time. Yeah. Xbox keeps getting better. It's just kind of funny too. Like you do keep thinking things are getting better for Xbox, and every time they kind of do, it's just like falls flat on their face. It's kind of funny, and it is hilarious. Konami E3 2010. Oh, legendary. Oh, great times. So many, you know, Ubisoft. They have some real great gems too. The Ubisoft conferences are fun. With, what is it, Aisha Tyler and stuff? Oh my god, there's some freaking great cringe on those Ubisoft ones. Great cringe. One of my personal favorites is there's one of the PlayStation conferences for like the PS3, and it is like, upon reflection, the biggest sequence of just straight up bullshit I've ever seen. showcased at like a conference event. Like, was it 2006 or something like that? Like, they were showing like this unbelievable footage of these games, and it's like the games did not end up looking or running anything like what they were showing. It was hilarious. It was so funny. And some of you might know what I'm talking about, but yeah, for the PS3, they showcased this like unbelievable presentation of like mind-blowing games and like graphics, and it's like, yeah, the PS3 was never capable of like anything close to those games. It was hilarious. Return to Castle Wolfenstein? Oh, I love that game so much. I'm hoping it becomes backwards compatible with all these games when they get dropped. Love me some Return to Castle Wolfenstein. Yeah. The EA ones, yeah, EA messes a lot with their conferences. For me, it's so funny seeing how folks respond to the different conferences too. Like, if you got a really good game going, there can be some great energy out there. And then having done CES conferences and gaming conferences, like gaming conferences are kind of like little rock shows, but CES, it's like very professional. You know, it's like claps and stuff. And the only cheers that I ever heard during like CES conferences was when LG did the homebrew with the beer, and the CEO of LG did like the cheers with the beer cup and stuff. It was fucking funny. But for like gaming, it's but now it's just like a bunch of glorified trailers, and it kind of takes away a lot of the fun of like an energetic conference where something can go wrong or something can go exciting and there's like a big fan reaction. I think that's another part of it too, where the conferences, especially the Xbox ones, have lost a little bit of magic because there's no like audience. Like, it was like energetic being at the show or even hearing it through the speakers like online listening to an event. Like going to E3 and stuff, there's a lot more energy when there's people that are like excited about something you're seeing. Good luck, Thomas. I hope you fix things and turn things around. Make things exciting. Can you leverage Activision Blizzard? Can you sit there and like the stream? Subscribing's great, donations cool. Consider becoming the channel member that you weren't the other day. Channel member gifting, the Patreon option, the Discord for stream alerts, chatter, and the okayest of times. And there's an Amazon store affiliate link. If you grab anything on Amazon, use the link. Well, yeah, the energy there. Like, I remember when Halo Infinite was kind of being shown. Why is the thumbnail for this stream the old picture? I took time to make a new thumbnail, and it's showing the old thumbnail for this stream. That's so ridiculous. I literally spent time making a new thumbnail. Like, I don't even know why I bother. I don't even know why I bother sometimes. Unbelievable. Did we get to... Yeah, we played as Ash. Okay, Ash, you're out of the mix. We're bringing in Rick Grimes.
Let's do this.
Yeah, you tell him to walk the dead. You tell him. You don't know the energy for like the Halo stuff. Like, again, Halo Infinite was really quiet because people didn't really know what it was, because it was like a tech demo, right? They were showing like animals and stuff. And then like as soon as like the Marines and everyone's like, that's Halo, and everyone's all excited. It's really cool. But you don't get that without a live crowd. You know, you don't get that anymore because it's just a video that they just run for you. It's so... like, it's really clean and it's fast, and I noticed that too from like my first E3s where it was a bit slower, there weren't as many trailers. I think that's mostly just because Xbox didn't have really anything to show in like 2015 and 16 and stuff, but you know, when they started getting more and more trailers, it started feeling like quicker and quicker, and it's just sort of like, it's harder to process just the amount of things you see. So that's just kind of how that's evolved over time. The PlayStation conferences were a lot of fun too. I really enjoyed going to those. Never forget the donut wall. Never forget. Yeah, Halo 2 reaction. The Halo 3 crowd reaction is pretty wild too, and you see Master Chief coming through the smoke. You know, they're playing the light dings of like the Halo theme, and you see Cortana bumping up around. It's really, really exciting. Well, you can always play Halo within the Master Chief collection. Is it just me, or does my Xbox load this game slower? Sony came and walked off stage. Yeah, that was the that was earlier than the PS Was it earlier in the PC? That was the Sega Saturn that PlayStation killed when it came out. And he just set a price point and then dropped the microphone. Savage. Absolutely savage to do that kind of thing. Yeah, Sony literally, they just killed the Saturn entirely. Like Microsoft, they don't have that kind of, because they go for like the friendly, kind of nice guy kind of attitude style. Which was funny because I think the first time we've seen them kind of be a little aggressive was during trying to buy Activision Blizzard. First time we've seen that in a long time from them. But, you know, like Sony, they go for like the jugular. They are a ruthless company. Yeah, Sony killing the Saturn is always a fun little minute watch if you've got the time. Dude just like comes out on stage and he's just like, what was it, $299? I think he said, because I think the Dreamcast, the Saturn, I think they said $399 or something like that. And then you've got like the PlayStation is just like $299, and then he just dropped the mic and just walked away, and it was like, you know, everybody was cheering, and it was really crazy, I mean, honestly. But like I said, they don't do that anymore, right? They don't have any mic drop moments. They don't, because they don't do it live where they're, because it's all pre-recorded, so there's no human error. Human error can actually be really fun. It can be beneficial. Like, I've never forgotten Left Shark from, like, the Super Bowl, and I guess that was, like, 12 years ago. But, like, those kind of moments really do make something more special and natural to an audience. I think we lost a little of that over time. The Game Awards, which are also, like, a trailer fest now, too. Yeah. $299. It was a big thing, yeah. A lot of people forget about gaming history because, you know, it's just not relevant anymore, but it's some really, really crazy moments that have happened over time. Ugh. Oh no. Oh no. There's just so many of them. I love this game mode so goddamn much. It's just like there's crazy action like constantly going on. Like when they get rid of Hordepoint, I don't even know if I'm gonna want to be able to play this game anymore. I don't even know if I can play regular game modes of this. I'm just so used to like the extra chaotic energy that's going on. It really is wild. Can't believe that guy pistoled us there. Yeah, well, the Chief Collection is a lot of download space. See, that's where I'm wishing I had the gigabit. And I could literally just like delete games and then install them whenever I wanted to stream them, and it would just download right away. Dreams. Dreams of good internet. Decent internet. Yeah. Yeah, no, Sony, they were a lot more... I think they've kind of calmed down too in gaming, but yeah, Sony always had a much more aggressive edge to it. That also helped sell the platform. You gotta, for gaming, you gotta have a little bit more of a, like a teeth to things, if that makes sense. Like, it's not... I know we've cleaned up gaming a lot, and it's a lot friendlier now, but like, it's still, people expect a certain level of edge in that, and I think Xbox doesn't lead into that enough. People, like, they want to hear that you're competing for their money.
God damn it, I missed my ball.
Damn. Halo 4 with modern guns? The mods? Have the mods done it? Yeah, there's just a lot of chaos. I think it's really good for those kind of things where it's like attention spans these days, and this game mode just kind of like hits because there's like always something. It is like World War Z PvP. It really is. Yeah, there's always like this frantic sort of thing where it's like zombies and shooting, and it's kind of nice. You know, you clean up some kills. Sometimes you get swarmed. It's kind of cool, and it feels a little. Couple matches are pretty bad, but it feels a lot less competitive too. Like, I don't feel as much of the usual COD pressure that I feel when playing COD, where it's like, you know, people are going really intense about it. Like, I think I get drop shot a lot less in this mode.
missed my revolver.
You got a freaking P90. Shut up, Rick. Go complain about Coral somewhere else. I think the other big question is, should we take another crack at Tales of Arise tomorrow? I want to play more of that game, but I don't know if people love them enough. Everything is great. Yeah, the pretend friendliness and stuff just really doesn't hit for me. Because it's not like they're like a family console kind of thing, right? It's not like they're Nintendo where they're catering to more of a family audience. I mean, they do with Minecraft, but it's another thing too. Like, they've owned Minecraft forever, and they barely like leverage it on their own platform. Like, a lot of people might not even think of like Xbox as being like the home of Minecraft at all. You know, the lack of a proper upgraded version of it on the platform. The just, you don't even see it in the branding really or anything. Like, if I had Minecraft exclusive to my platform, the #1 selling game of all time, you think you would, like, promote the hell out of it as being attached to your platform. Alright, Starlight, you're up tonight.
Time to light these fuckers up.
You tell him. Skyrim on 360? Well, for the time, it was pretty mind-blowing. If you get his revolver in his revolver's in the battle pass? No way. Halo 4 on 360 was a technical marvel. It was. It was. I can't help but feel, though, that they would have been better off saving Halo 4 for the launch of the Xbox One, because Halo 4 was supposed to be an Xbox One launch title. And I think with that extra little bit of power, it would have looked really, really good for Xbox One, and it probably would have helped them sell consoles earlier on when they needed it. Because they didn't get Halo 5 until, what, 2015, so that was a couple years in. The generation was already a loss, but, you know, if they could have launched with Halo 4, I think that would have been a better idea. But Halo 4 was a big sales success for 360. It was 12 million copies, so it's like, it's nothing to... You know, it was a good choice, it was a good financial choice, but I do ponder if that would have actually helped them sell consoles was, you know, launching the Xbox with the Halo game. It makes a big difference. Because the Series X was supposed to launch with Halo, and it didn't, right? If you guys remember that from the last few years ago. I think that would have helped. Star Citizen with Minecraft? You mean Space Engineers? I gotta work on a Series S video for that. I got Maneater downloaded so we can do... I don't know if we'll stream Maneater, but we'll... I think I gotta do a Series S video on Maneater, because that's kind of the Game Pass. You notice that they started giving us better Game Pass titles as soon as they announced these games coming to other platforms? Did you notice that? Like, immediately we started getting like a bunch of like really high-tier games, like Tales of Arise, and Dead Island. Well, I don't know if Dead Island's top tier, but you know, like... some better, higher, more interest, games of more interest we started getting immediately on Game Pass. Yeah. Unless you're talking about Starfield. I can't believe they didn't give that game to me early. I was super favorable to it as well. I don't know what they were thinking. Just crazy. Hey, that's a Malbec sign. I like that. Malbec. That's a type of wine, guys.
Oh shit!
Teammate, no. I kind of like this map. It's kind of neat. This is the sort of map support I really wish Modern Warfare 2 had when it launched. We were doing so well for streams in Modern Warfare 2, and then we just stopped playing it because they completely just stopped releasing content for months after launch. You guys remember that? It was like the period of like 3 months where they just released like no maps. Yeah, the Resident Evil 2 and 3 and stuff like that. Bolt Gun. I'm excited for Bolt Gun. I missed that one because I was having... was it contact issues? Yeah, I was having email issues or something at the time with the one company that was supposed to be handling it. I never got the form to fill out for that. Missed out on Bolt Gun, so I'm kind of excited to play it because it looks really cool.
Put their lights out. Changing mag.
quite a few cool new titles and stuff. It was nice to have an excuse to stream Tales of Arise though, because I do actually really like that game. Yeah. But no, it does kind of feel like they're trying to smooth things over with people by dropping some more exciting like Game Pass games suddenly, right? At least that's how I took it.
Grenade! Oh shit! Enemy down!
These guys running around with knives are so annoying. They get shelled in the ass. I really like some of the DLC maps and stuff from Modern Warfare 2 too. Hotel's my fave. Allegedly it's in this game, but I haven't seen it pop up yet. Might just not be for Hordepoint though, it might be just some regular rotation. Yeah. The cost. Well, the development cycle for the last Call of Duty doesn't end as soon as the new one comes out, right? But that was the big issue, was like literally,
You messed with the wrong
they released that game. I was really having a good time playing it a lot. And then you finish the Battle Pass and there's no new maps, no new content for like months, and you're just like, move on to other games, right? And it just kind of kills the momentum you build up. Because I would have kept playing it. That's another weird thing I don't like about modern gaming, is I'm so programmed to kind of being like, Battle Pass is done, no need to play the game. And it's just like, that's really, really weird. But that's now like an expectation for COD. So I kind of look at it and I'm like, oh, well, my work is done.
taking fire! Switching back!
I don't even know what's happening right now. Am I burning alive?
We're on the same side!
There's some crazy stuff going on. Back out every couple of matches? Yeah, there were some maps that were so bad I just refused to play them. There's a few on this game too. I don't do Wasteland, Subbase, and what isn't there like 3 maps in this game I don't play at all? Yeah. Rock Band, Guitar Hero ever make a comeback? Rock Band is dead. Guitar Hero, I think Xbox might do it, an attempt at it again at some point, but not for a bit. Unless, because there was some rumors that they were actively working on something with Guitar Hero, but I don't know how true that is, or the last time I even heard an update on that. Yeah, I don't think it's unlikely, because I don't even know what the development studio would be that would be working on that. So Guitar Hero, I could see them coming back at some point, because they kept talking about it during the Activision Blizzard case, like the purchase of it, trials, so like possibly. But like Rock Band is dead, because, you know, they make concerts for Fortnite now, right? Harmonix got scooped up by Epic, so now they're just like glorified concert maker, which, in fairness, they probably make more money doing Fortnite concerts than doing new rock bands and stuff. And, you know, the music licensing nightmare, and yeah, I don't. Music costs more to license too, and yeah, I don't see those games coming back. It'd be cool if they did, but yeah, I don't see it. Yeah. Border Crossing? That's not in this one though. Border Crossing was hot garbage. Absolute hot garbage, that match. Or that map. Yeah, it's Subbase, Wasteland, and there's one more map. Derailed. Yeah, Derailed we don't play in this game. That's the other one that's just terrible. You know, remember DJ Hero? I had DJ Hero 1 and I was kind of like, It was amazing though. The 360 era was so wild that you could sell like, not only a game, but you could sell people an experience where they buy like these big plastic things that like extend one game. Like that's crazy, right? Like you'd buy plastic guitars and drums and microphones for like literally one game, maybe a couple games in the form of like instruments and stuff, but like, you know, good luck getting a peripheral off the ground. I mean, you can tell that. Ooh, we're losing some frames. Like, you can tell that the PlayStation VR 2 is doing really badly because they're looking at making it available for PC, which is a smart choice. Adding PC support is very, very smart. But, you know, is it too late and stuff is a good question, too. I really wish copyright wasn't so bad, because it would be so fun to do, like, streams of, like, you know, Rock Band and DJ Hero and just take, like, the monetization hit on them or something, but yeah, that's just doesn't fly. You get, like, a roasted alive. But yeah, I got DJ Hero, Rock Band, Guitar Hero, tons of Rock Bands, Guitar Heroes, tons of them. Yeah. But it's just a different time, you know? It's a different time, things move on, and you gotta keep with it. Looks like Cillian Murphy's a lock for the Oscar, guys. He's gonna win. He's gonna win. The PlayStation controller. I just think it'd be so funny to sit there and be doing the PSVR 2 on the PC, kind of being, because there's not really even first party support for like the PSVR 2 from PlayStation. That one was really weird. I think I made the right choice giving up on that and not going for it. The PSVR 2. I think that was a smart decision on my end. Yeah. Because I don't think I ever would have gotten my value out of it. VR still a little bit of a weird thing, that one.
Join me, or I'll hunt you down for scores.
For sport? Rock Band era. I think a lot of people missed out on some really cool eras in gaming. Like, gaming, the experiences have gotten better and better, but we've missed out on, like, truly unique, differing types of things, like motion control era, the peripheral era. Like, it feels like all that stuff, it's just too expensive to do now, and it's just not worth it. But, like, it really used to be a cool thing. Like, the 360 era, you could get all kinds of crazy stuff. You know, there was, like, all these different music games. There was, like, Lips from Xbox. There was American Idol. There was all these karaoke games. Then there was the scenic games with the little tiny, like, button clicks. That would be fun to stream, but you get railed for copyright on the, you know, the movie stuff and everything like that. Then you had your Guitar Heroes, your Rock Bands, your DJ Heroes, and then you had the motion controls. It just seems like you got so many crazy things. They were doing all kinds of stuff, and there was all this limitless money to do all these crazy things. It was fun. Do I have the Battle Pass? You bet I do. And also, I hope I have your likes on the stream, subscribings, great donations, cool, consider becoming a channel member. Channel member gifting, the Patreon option, the Discord for stream alerts, chatter, and great times, and the Amazon for free link. Grab anything on Amazon, use the link.
I'm taking fire.
Yeah.
Switching mags. I'm all
Damn it. Oh yeah, the Toys to Games experience too was kind of part of that. Yeah, that is true. We had the Toys to Games. That was a big thing. That one kind of, well, I guess a lot of that stuff kind of carried forward down to the next gen, but it all kind of died out.
They shouldn't have underestimated me.
Yeah, we really had cool things during that generation. And now it's just like,
Enemy UAV active.
we don't really get anything at all like that.
Stand by.
Maybe it's because games cost too much to make. They're less willing to take risks on weird projects, right? Because, yeah, I don't even know if I could name, like, a single thing that really makes this gen stand out. Like, maybe the PSVR 2, but, they, you know, they did the PSVR last gen.
Enemy down.
Like, I mean, from, like, a tech standpoint, does Xbox have anything that, like, really is, like, long-term memorable from this gen? Like, some sort of quirky, weird thing that, like, is experimental or something like that. Kind of sad. Halo crossover to Helldivers? I don't think so, no. I don't even think we'll get Helldivers on Xbox. Does PlayStation not own that IP? Because the other thing too is like they're not gonna port PlayStation games to Xbox because there's not enough players to justify it. Yeah. It's not really worth the dev time, I would imagine. The Burger King, obviously the Burger King games, masterpieces. You know, there's actually some of the, isn't it like the third or second top selling original Xbox game was like the Burger King games?
You're halfway to mission complete. Finish it.
No, it's always nice when people jump into the matches. Remember, you guys are always welcome to come in and play, as long as there's no work involved from my end.
Hostile UAV in the area.
Those are teammates.
Switching mag.
Momentum's on. Keep pushing them back.
Watch your fire. They shouldn't have underestimated me.
Friendly missile
It's just like complete madness playing this.
target area updated. Move to the mark.
Just like, there's so much going on. I love
Loading
it.
fresh mag.
Game 2. Green armor, the Super Star Deluxe Master Chief. Okay, that's funny. I think I saw that where it was like a bit of a homage or whatever. That makes sense. I mean, they do rent out Master Chief for like any game, it seems like. They really do. You can get them in everything but like original like Xbox first party stuff, which is kind of funny. Master Chief makes an appearance for everyone but our own platform. Oh, the shame.
Cluster mine planted.
I'm very excited. I'm supposed to be getting the Elgato capture card.
Turret is active.
I was like talking with Avra Media about getting theirs, and they're like, "Do you want one?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'd like to check it out." And then I emailed, and they're like, "Do you still want one?" I was like, "Yeah." And then like in the time span of like 2 days, Elgato is like sending one over, so I'm just like, goodbye, Avra Media, I guess. But the Elgato one is like way cooler. So pretty soon I'm gonna be able to stream and do my 120 Hz gameplay. So you should see me get good at Halo, get better at Halo, I guess. Yeah, get that smooth 120 FPS action. I can be able to snipe again. That'll be great. Yeah, the PS5 controller. Yeah, I'll give you that. Yeah, the PS5 controller is a pretty innovative, different piece of tech. It is also kind of not, like, it's an evolution of the DualShock, right? Because the DualShock already had the speakers. It already had the lights, the touchpad. So like the PS5, it's mostly just, yeah, it's just the haptics, isn't it? The haptics and the resistance. What do they call that? The you know what I'm talking about? Oh god, the tension.
Hostile cruise missile
All these
incoming.
buzzwords I always forget. Yeah, so I guess, because even that, you could get like a third-party like controller that did the tension to it already, right? And then it's just mostly the haptics. I don't know if that's that crazy and innovative. Like, it feels like a futuristic controller compared to the Xbox controller, like just for features, but it is more of an evolution of their pre-existing model. Like, I'm talking something like really out of the box that's different. Because like the Xbox, original Xbox, and like the PS3, you know, like going, or the PS2 and the original Xbox, going from original Xbox to 360, like all those things, the toys, the games, the, you know, Guitar Heroes, the peripherals, like that stuff literally did not exist for those older ones. Well, they didn't they like backport some of the Guitar Hero stuff? Yeah, I think you could get like Guitar Hero on like PS2, like Guitar Hero 1? Guitar Hero 2? I think Guitar Hero 1 launched on PS2, didn't it? I'd have to look at the timeline of these. But some of the stuff, needless to say, was like, you know, emotion stuff, was things that you couldn't do in a previous gen that you did in that gen, and then we've kind of lost over time. And then looking forward is like what new kind of innovative things are going to come, or if they tried everything and they know it works and what doesn't. The new shield system in Apex, I have no opinion on it. I just literally filmed the video showing off Apex with 120 FPS mode just to cover it, but which I should have done earlier, honestly, but you know, there's lots of other stuff I was doing. But yeah, no, yeah, I don't have an opinion of the shield system. The DualSense mic, ugh, don't even talk about that. Don't even talk about it. Don't even bring that up. I don't know, it's just like, it's kind of a boring time in gaming. Like, games, you're getting better and more technically impressive. Well, with FSR it's questionable, but you know, like the stories are getting more expansive, the performances are getting better. Like, games are improving, but we're not really getting experimental, crazy out of the box kind of things to go with the games, and it just feels a lot less fun. And lack of exclusives on all the platforms that really showcase the tech, and a longer cross-gen period, and I don't know, so this is less fun. I just work here. You saw me trying to wall run in Apex? I was. It's just Titanfall. I hate playing Apex. For A, the community in that game is so freaking hostile and toxic when you do videos. It's just ridiculous. But like B, it's like when I play that game, I just think, man, I would way rather have Titanfall, and this Apex is like 9,000 times more popular than Titanfall ever will be. And it just sucks, because I'm sitting there, I'm like, they took, like, to me, Apex Legends is, they took the fun of Titanfall, and they just stripped everything that was cool about Titanfall. The wall running, the max, like, it's just, like, it's a de-evolution of the movement and stuff from Titanfall, and it drives me crazy. See, I sit there, and I just, like, I want to start wall running. It's like, why can't you wall run in that game? It feels like it should be perfectly natural to that. What a heartbreaker that game was. Because I know we'll never get like a new Titanfall because of how big that game is. It sucks. I love Titanfall so much. It's like Call of Duty 4 with mechs. It's crazy. Also kind of wild that Xbox let the Titanfall franchise go. You could have at least made that your big unique shooter for the gen or something. Ugh. Oh well. Oh well. Let's get up there. Helldivers. You can tell they use the controller mic. Oh, that's funny. So you guys have been able to get into Helldivers too? Did they fix the servers? Like, I kept trying to go back to it so I could do like my review, but I was like, I literally can't get into like the servers ever when I would try it. Oh yeah, the 360 vision camera was a thing too. Oh my god, they did everything. And then the Kinect was kind of the replacement camera for the... You got two cameras in the 360 era. The vision cam and then the 360 Kinect. Wild. Yeah, Uno with the vision cam. What, with Rainbow Six, you could like scan your face in really badly and it never worked. And Rainbow Six Vegas 1, 2? 1 and 2 had that?
You had that coming.
Yeah, you tell them, Laura, as you end their lives. Wish I would have stayed up there. There's a guy on that roof, but I can't see him anymore. Bright pink, so it stands out like crazy, but I don't have the angle on it. Oh, that's because it's Nicki Minaj. Surprised they never renewed the licensing on her character. That and 21 Savage. Like, it seems like a lot of people bought those skins, so I'm kind of surprised they didn't, like, you know, try to, like, renew that partnership to bring it back. But they do make more money on, you know, original skins and stuff. That's another thing, too, is, like, why don't we start seeing Xbox characters in there? Because, you know, they make a full amount of money off of them. Oh, they upped the stats. Interesting. Titanfall 2, 120 hertz. Yeah, you're right. That one does do the 120 hertz. Well, it's more for like, again, like I can't even necessarily like I can't output 120 on my not my capture, my software for like video rendering. And YouTube still doesn't support it. I'm assuming as soon as YouTube supported it, my video editing software would all of a sudden get an update to support it too. I would imagine. And then, yeah, so we can finally capture. So like, I'm gonna be future-proof with this Elgato thing. I'll be good to go. And the tone mapping, so I'm gonna be able to play with fucking HDR. Oh my god, thank you. You know how much it sucks to get a feature as cool as HDR and then have it stripped away because it messes your recordings? Traumatizing. Absolutely traumatizing. Although that might mess up my... They probably fixed that on Xbox DVR systems, didn't they? But yeah, it's like I got this TV I bought for all these like cutting edge features, and then because of the capture card I have, or the technology available, it's like I lose out on all these things like game mode and VRR and, you know, high frame rates. Man, I miss HDR, guys. You don't know what it's like.
Switching mags.
But yeah, with the Elgato thing, they have tone mapping, so I can like play in HDR and you see SDR, and I'm just like, yes, yes. And I can play Halo at 120 FPS, maybe COD. And like, oh my god. They're not showing them in the store. Oh, so they're still available to buy in Modern Warfare 2? That doesn't really make sense that they didn't port them to buy in this one too, right? I heard Uno for Xbox One was really buggy. I don't know if I ever went and did a video on it, but maybe I should someday. That's what I was saying, it's like, you know, the 360 era was so, like, special for gaming. And I don't know if it's just, like, a cloud of nostalgia or something like that. Like, there's great moments and stuff in the new gen, but I just remember that gen being so much more fun and unique and exciting and different with all kinds of crazy stuff happening. And we have more games than we ever did in that gen, but it still doesn't quite feel as thrilling as it did then. It also sucks having to wait forever for franchises to finish. When I was really young, you could get a whole trilogy in like 3 or 4 years. Then in the 360 era, it took, what, the span of the gen, so like 6 to 8 years, you'd get like a whole trilogy. Now it takes like, what, 20 years for a trilogy of games? It's ridiculous. I really hope that game development gets streamlined and whatnot, because that's this type of time period. It's unsustainable. It costs devs too much to make these games. The games can just like destroy studios if they don't do well. Yeah, it's terrible. TV? We have the TV command. You can go see my review I did of the TV. That was my favorite thing of doing that TV review, was just being like, when everybody asks what I'm playing on, you can just like literally click to that. I'd really like to get like an LG TV at some point, but I'm not gonna buy a new TV until like 8K is more of a standard or something. But yeah, when I got the Series X to review, I was like, God, I gotta jump on and get a higher frame rate TV so I can test this feature out. The other thing too, recording 120 FPS gameplay, even at 60 FPS, is gonna be so much easier. It's like, currently, to do the Apex video, I had to like redo all my wiring, redo all my settings. Then I had to redo all my settings afterwards. It's such a pain in the ass. Such a pain, guys. A max pain. Somebody stole your gravity hammer? I'm so sorry. That sounds like a you problem there, Thomas. Custom front plates? Yeah, well, didn't that last like a couple years, the front plates? They're trying that again with the fabric wraps, but I don't know if the fabric wraps ever took off for Series X. The poll we did, most people said that they didn't get the wrap or didn't even know about the wrap, so kind of weird. A little weird. Yeah, a little bit weird. Victory. That's what I like to see out there, guys. Big W's. What time are we at? Oh. Yeah, I kind of want to go to the bathroom. I'm just going to leave you guys on with the Psycho Sky. I'll be back in a sec. Ugh, stop drinking so much water. Ba 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 ba. Shoot house, more like fun house. Oh, we cracked 100 viewers for like a moment. I'll drop you guys a cool code for something. Because I'm feeling generous. Alright, let's go. If you grab the code, let me know, guys. Actually, you know what? We should go for the Toke Force 141. Yeah, a random code has appeared. If we crack 120 watching, I'll drop another code. For something. See, I got Xbox codes for you guys.
We're on the same side.
Ah, damn it. This map is like pure chaos. You know, I don't think I've actually played this map on like something outside of Hordepoint. I actually have no idea how this regularly flows for multiplayer. But I'm sure it's madness.
Dropped him. Taking fire. Hostile eliminated.
It's like that zombie kind of wants to kill me, but it's confused. Yeah, it's like it wants to end my life, but it doesn't. Nice looking TV. Oh, thanks. I actually really like it. I got a good deal on it. Like I bought it at Costco, and there was like a sale on it too. I really lucked out. I think I got it for like $1,500 or something on sale. When it, you know, a few years ago when the Xbox Series X was coming out, because I needed a high frame rate TV to review it on, I was like, this is perfect. Like, good value, good price, very, very happy with it. Yeah. Damn it. So I just oh, they spawned in front of me. Holy hell! I'm just trying to get through this horde, and there's like this person, that person, zombie dog, zombie creatures. Are they testing like the absolute limit of chaos that you can handle at once?
I'm getting lit up. Lethal fire.
dude. Anybody grab the code? It's a free game. Hopefully, with that code, I can also grab your likes on the stream. Subscribing's great, donations cool. Consider becoming a channel member. Channel member gifting, the Patreon option, the Discord for stream alerts, chatter, and great times. There's also the Amazon store for you. Like, grab anything on there, use the link. Seriously though, has it been like a month since we unlocked like those emotes the first time? Because I'm like wondering if we should try to push to unlock another emote, considering we needed 48, but we probably need more members now. There's so much going on here. This is actually like exhausting. Now, with the higher frame rate, do you think that will alleviate some of the like mental strain of playing this, or will that make it even harder because it's at a higher frame rate? I know like my reaction time and stuff will increase, but I do ponder about like the mental load of having to do that. Yeah. I actually really liked that King Arthur game. I thought it was pretty cool. I kept it on because I wanted to stream it, and then I was like, I gotta uninstall this because I got like Final Fantasy I gotta cover. Which, my Final Fantasy stream is criminally underloved. I think that's like one of the funniest streams I've ever done. Criminally underloved that one. It was like a whole dating, like, I literally went on a date in that game. It was fucking stupid and ridiculous. But I loved it, it was hilarious. Like, Barry hasn't really been too active because, you know, he's doing other stuff, but like, he literally, when he was watching that stream, he like messaged me on Twitter afterwards. He's like, dude, you won the internet today, that was amazing, I need that laugh. And I was like, oh, thanks, dude. I never know what the bloom is like on these explosions. Kind of debating on if I should try to push to see if I can get the gunship. These fucking zombies everywhere. Oh, but we're running out of game time. We're running out of game time. There's the gunship, but the match is almost over. Should I rush to try to get the Juggernaut too? Oh my god, the match is gonna end. Okay. We gotta be fast because the game's gonna be over here. Back to FF13? I don't know if we're going back to FF13. I mean, we got the video views on it. I was thinking of maybe doing a comparison of it, like PlayStation versus Xbox. Well, actually, I guess I can't get on the PlayStation version, can I? Because you have to have like the account thing. So unless they give me like a new trial, maybe? I don't know. Because that would be a good idea to kind of try that out. Because I'm like, I think a Series X versus PS5 comparison for that one would be good. Yeah. No, YouTube doesn't have 120 FPS support. But what I can do with my capture card is use 120 FPS, and then you can see 60 FPS, but I get to play at 120. So it benefits me, and then we're future-proof for when 120 comes. I'll be able to record it right away. So I didn't even touch Brotato because of the gamer score issue. Yeah, I added the cat girl, but it's my secondary account, so she's being ghosted, basically. Yeah. I think King Arthur was a pretty, I don't know you guys saw the gameplay for it, but I thought it was a pretty cool game. They reached out to me to cover that one. Oh, and we're going to be covering the Outlast trials coming up here soon, too. They reached out about that one, so we're good for Outlast. Which is soon. Upgrade now. Is that where they want me to buy a better version of the Battle Pass? Like, if you could spend COD coins to upgrade, I might consider doing that, but... Or a smaller price. Like, they expect you to pay the full amount when you've already paid COD coins to get this version of the Battle Pass. It really doesn't make any sense. Okay, so we got the stuff from down here that's worth getting, right? Alright, let's start working on Doggo here. We already did Lara Croft. Snoop Dogg, you're back up.
You done fucked up on that one.
D-O-double-G. Yeah. Oh, FF13. I mean FF14, sorry. Yeah, all three FF13s are backwards compatible. Multiple studios making Halo games like COD does. There wouldn't be money in it. It would take too much time and resources, and it probably wouldn't be as financially worthwhile as it is to do Call of Duty every year. Yeah. Sadly. I think I just randomly find people on Final Fantasy, right? Alright, let's do this.
Hardpoint. Secure the target area. Hardpoint located. Lock it down.
Damn it. Damn you, Doritos! That's his name, Doritos. The silly rifles. I do also like that this COD is a lot less rifle focused. That's probably one of my favorite improvements in this game, is that, you know, you're not getting like freaking one-shotted by that useless SAB gun that was so ridiculously overpowered. You guys know what I'm talking about? The SAB? I think it's called the SAB. God, I hated that gun with a passion. I need a team for Outlast Trials? I don't know, man. I don't know how it works. I think you should be able to play it by yourself, I think. I don't know. Whatever the case is, we're gonna be covering that one. So stay tuned. Stay tuned, Psychonauts.
Hardpoint relocating. Stand by. Hardpoint relocated. Secure the target area.
Ow. Getting mowed down by a lot of zombies off this map here. Jeez. Another weird Final Fantasy 14 stream? Not really. Like, it didn't really do crazy numbers or anything, so I don't know if it's really worth doing another Final Fantasy 14 stream.
Hardpoint compromised. Secure the area. Deployed a remote turret.
Popping a fresh man.
Hardpoint.
Yeah, that's kind of how I felt about it. But it was really fun. I can't ghost my cat waifu like that. Well, if I get ghosted by people, people get ghosted by me. It's only fair.
To the hardpoint.
It's only fair. I'm sure they will cherish that cat memory for that memory of Final Fantasy forever. I still have the screenshots from that event. I don't even know where to share them. Maybe I'll throw them on like the Patreon or something. I'm like, they're kind of almost too spicy for for YouTube. Like they're all within the guidelines, but they are quite something pictures. They definitely are. Well, enjoy the King Arthur. I think it's a pretty cool game. I guess they said all the DLCs coming to that too or something. The devs were on my video chatting about it or something.
Right from the history. Changing man.
Hardpoint relocated. Secure the target
Oh damn it, there's two around the corner, didn't see that coming.
I'm taking fire.
Enemies inside the perimeter. Hostile cluster mine active. Enemy UAV active.
Elder Scrolls 6 exclusive?
UAV on station.
I don't know. That's a hard one to say. Maybe it'll be a timed exclusive?
Lost half the field. Fight back.
Probably be a timed exclusive.
Stand by.
Well, let's look at it this way. If they're still on course to get that out for 2026, and Xbox is launching a next-gen console in 2026, if they can get the Elder Scrolls 6 as a launch exclusive for their next-gen console, that would be a pretty big deal, right?
Hardpoint compromised. Secure the area.
If not, then yeah, I could see it not being exclusive. I could see it being timed. From the court case, the Activision Blizzard court case, it did say that that game is supposed to be exclusive, but obviously Xbox's plans have entirely changed, so it's hard to know for sure. I think it really comes down to how successful these games are on PlayStation and Nintendo Switch that will change whether or not they deem it worthwhile to make it exclusive or not. Yeah. So there you go. Patreon exclusive. Well, I mean, I could give you some teases in the Discord or whatever, but they're nothing different from screenshots you can necessarily take, but they're just kind of a fun little memory selection of photos. One wild night. Friggin' hell, dude! I'm really getting slapped around this match. This isn't good.
Target area.
The skill-based zombie matchmaking after I killed everyone with a gunship last time.
Friendly UAV
Yeah.
online.
You feel like the games have been
Inside
easier?
perimeter.
For me, that's really hard to judge, because again, this mode I don't think is nearly as competitive as other modes. I really personally don't even know about the skill-based matchmaking side of things.
Frag out.
Maybe it's all just psychological. Who's to say? But yeah, as I said, this match is really not going my way. I wonder if I should switch up guns or something.
We're falling behind. Hardpoint compromised. Secure the area. Hardpoint.
Maybe the toke force just ain't token.
Friendly mosquito active.
Let's bring out the havoc, mix it up a bit.
Throwing grenade.
Cluster mine detected. Target area updated. Move to
I'm taking fire. Changing mag. Popping a fresh mag.
friendly UAV on station. We're losing ground.
Changing mag.
Yeah, the position is right here. See, I'm already doing better with the gun change. Different guns, different maps, right?
Hardpoint relocated.
The Elder Scrolls
Stand by.
Online.
We've taken the lead.
Yeah, I'd love to stream that one more. It's just a matter of when it fits in, you know, if I can, like, drag Joelle around. She's a lot busier these days. Actually, I haven't talked to her in ages. I think we're kind of wrapped up on that friendship ran its course. But, yeah, I'm sure we'll probably do an ESO stream when the new DLC comes out.
Ha ha. Ended they day.
Maybe we'll do it beforehand, too. I don't know. We'll see how it fits in. It's just, there is lots going on. And we haven't done, like, retro streams in a bit, so I'd like to fit some more of those in.
Mission failed. Return to base.
Yeah. But, like, where in the Elder Scrolls Online can you have a whole date scene? Actually, she would probably find that fucking hilarious, the whole dating thing in Final Fantasy. I think she would actually find that genuinely funny. I think most people that if you explain that to them, they would find it genuinely hilarious. Well, we almost got another Battle Pass token. How many more do I need? Remember we were doing snowball fights? Oh god, that was fun. 49, so we're only halfway done the battle pass? Yeah, I'm not finishing this bad boy. Nope. Definitely not happening. Definitely not.
I'll lead.
Nope. A favorite gun? The Hurricane delivering the Hurricane is by far my favorite gun. You haven't played it since launch? Oh, it's a lot different now. Like, there's a lot of new content in that game. Like, it is wildly changed over time. Genuinely wildly changed. Yeah. But the Hurricane this is my favorite gun in these games. I love this gun so much. GTA 4 stream. Yeah, that's believe it or not, that's actually been something on my mind for like a very long time, just to throw in a GTA 4 stream sometime, just randomly. Kind of wish you hadn't brought it up, because I did literally just want to randomly one night just kind of pop it out there. Same with Saints Row 2. I'd really love to just do a random Saints Row 2 stream one night, just completely out of nowhere, but yeah. The Cold War era of I hated streaming Cold War. You know that's sarcastic. I hated streaming that game. I hated it. But it got me really good connections with my Call of Duty reps and stuff, so I was very, very happy with it. I was also happy when people sat back and liked the stream. Subscribing is great, donations cool, consider becoming a channel member. Channel member gifting, the Patreon option, the Discord for stream alerts, chatter, and great times. It's also the Amazon Starfleet link. If you're grabbing anything on Amazon, use the link. Literally anything, guys. Maybe something for the dog, the cat. The bunny rabbit. Stomp it, stomp it.
Taking effective fire.
Yeah, does anyone use Instagram? I feel like the Explorer tab on Instagram has just completely been busted recently. It just shows like the same stuff over and over and over again. Because I was like, oh, cool guinea pig video, and then I'm like, I've already seen this one. Like, I've already liked it and stuff. And I was like, where's the new content? Where's the different stuff? Saints Row 2 was so good. GTA 4 is blurry. It is, but it runs at a high frame rate. Yeah.
I'm taking fire.
Do some extracurricular battle pass grinding on this game. We kind of get this battle pass going.
Grenade out. Grenade out.
That big train of zombies. I think this mode's been successful enough for them to do it long term. I really do wonder. And I'd love to see the Modern Warfare 2 maps that they ported over have support for this.
Grenade out. Grenade out.
Oh, that's what's hitting me.
Switching mags.
Eaten by the big monsters. Yeah. A new Saints Row game? Not for a long time. And if they do bring it back, they will reboot it. Yeah. Well, my thing that I really don't understand is like, yeah, sure, Embracer's shut down like, you know, a couple studios. They've fired quite a few people, which I don't love at all. But like, you know, Volition, it's like, how many times are you gonna let a studio lose hundreds of millions of dollars? Like, honestly, if you guys owned a development studio and over 10 years they released 2 games and both of those games lost you hundreds of millions of dollars, you'd close them, right? Like, just taking personal things out of the equation, you would close those studios regardless of if it was like, you know, recession time or you were like, you know, struggling financially elsewhere. You would close a studio that lost you hundreds of millions of dollars. I don't know if you guys remember Agents of Mayhem, but that game did not go well. And then that last Saints Row game did not go over well. So like it's not shocking, right? But I could see another studio taking a crack at it, but not for quite a while. That one will sit there for a bit. The other issue with Saints Row is they don't have the source code for like the original Saints Row games, so they can't even like remaster them or anything. And it would never be financially viable to like remake them from scratch. So we're kind of screwed here. Maybe with AI technology we're going to be able to like remake stuff easier or something like that, like retro, because they call it like retro engineering, where you gotta like go back and you kind of do like a reverse kind of crack at the code and redoing the game. I wonder if AI will be able to help a little bit with that. Yeah. GTA 4? I don't think we'll ever see that. It's kind of sad they didn't do more remasters and stuff. 25th anniversary gets shut down the next month. Yeah, it sucks because they were like a long-term studio. I really liked Volition. You know, I really enjoyed the Saints Row franchise. I even really quite like Saints Row 4. I think it was a lot of fun. Just bonkers, that thing. But like again, you know, you can't, especially in the modern gaming era, where one bad game can sink you, but two in a row, it's just like, you know, that studio just wasn't getting the job done. And, you know, a lot of people, probably even some of you watching, piled in and were hating on the new, you know, Saints Row game, and it just, yeah, it's what happened, right? It was a big financial failure, and they did as much as they could, and they just decided that it wasn't worth, you know, supporting a studio that was probably going to lose their money on another game down the road.
Need necroplasm. No.
I don't love it. I don't love the job loss, but you know, financially, it doesn't make any sense to keep supporting that kind of thing.
Rock him. Contact. Contact.
Volition didn't do that to themselves, yeah.
Changing mag.
That was not the Saints Row game that people wanted. You could tell right from the beginning, and people, even like their fans, were telling them that's not the Saints Row game. It was so cringy too. Ugh. That was a really weird choice for them to pursue that take on this on Saints Row. Because the whole point of Saints Row was like the edgy humor. You know, like that was kind of what they did. Even if some of it is juvenile or doesn't hold up well, that is their style, right?
Shoot me again. Kill me. I got you 6.
I think they also should have saw that coming too from Agents of Mayhem not really taking off. Although I like Agents of Mayhem. It goes on sale for like $3 for the Ultra version of Agents of Mayhem. I always recommend it for $3. I mean, any game is worth like $1, but you know, $3, you just get like a bit of a silly shooter kind of game. It's not bad. $3, not bad at all. Yeah. This stupid game they released beforehand. But like seriously, you get like the whole game for like $3 on sale constantly. It's not that bad. I don't know, it is kind of sad to see such a I don't know if I call them a legendary studio, but like such a long-running studio get shuttered. I don't love that at all, but yeah, you could just look at it trajectory-wise, and you can be like, it just makes sense. Because I think I was even saying ahead of Saints Row that was like, you know, they're probably not going to survive this game if it doesn't do well. I could see that coming. I don't know if others couldn't, but it's very, like, logical to me. I did find it funny, though, too, that I was seeing so many people that were, like, mad about Volition being closed, but I was like, you guys were literally, like, mocking and not buying their game. Like, a month or two ago, or a few months ago, and it's like, and now you're wanting them to stay open. It's like, that's not how it works.
You want a little more, you know where to find me.
Yeah, I don't really want to play on either of these maps. Definitely not sub-base. Bad movie. Okay, so the thing for movies is you can do bad movies because they have things set up like long term. They have expectations where some movies aren't going to do well, some are. You make up your money with your really, really well performing movies, and then even movies that don't do well in the box office can make money in other ways. You can just sell them to other distributors for streaming. You can put them on your own streaming services. You can sell like DVDs, Blu-rays. You can sell merchandise. You can sell the TV rights to movies. You have a long-term product with a film. A game, you can be like, oh yeah, it's long-term, blah, 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 but it really isn't, right? Games make most of their money right off the bat, and that's it. You know, maybe some of them, like COD, you get like a year out of them. Some of them, if you're very, very lucky... Oh crap, it's sub-base. Yeah, I don't know what crap is. You know, you get like a 10-year game, like Siege or something like that. You're very, very lucky if that's the case. But most people don't. You know, your game comes out, and occasionally you get some sale money, but largely, you know, it's kind of forgotten, right? You're not... Well, nowadays you can distribute on like Game Pass or something like that, but even that's kind of temporary. You know, there's not all these avenues for revenue that you have with like film, where you can distribute your movies or be like, oh, I'm going to sell it to Netflix for a bit, put it on my streaming service and do a write-off. And it's a very different industry, the film industry, but it's also struggling too because the budgets, kind of like in gaming, are ballooning to these crazy high numbers where it's like impossible to make a profit, to the point where you're like, you know, people are wondering if you're like money laundering like Disney or something like that, where they've got like these $300+ million budgets. Like Gladiator. Allegedly, that one is like a $300 million budget for that movie. It ballooned. So it has to make 700, it has to be like the third all-time, fifth? No, I think it's, so Gladiator 2 has to be the 5th all-time rated R movie for box office ever. Like, number 5 all-time. To break even. It's just like, Paramount, what are you doing? You know, like, Jesus, I don't think it's gonna be that big of a thing, right? So that's how it works. That's true filet for $3. You could become a channel member. I'm just trying to make a living out here, you know. I'm just trying to make a living. And not have to play on crappy maps like it keeps trying to put me on. Stash House. Okay, let's do it. I feel like for regular gameplay, I'll probably hate Stash House. I got my pirate sword here still, because I thought we were having more pirate adventures, but no. Nope. Sucks to suck. No, the bright news, February, it looks like we're gonna be just about what we did last year. You gotta keep in mind, January and February are like the worst months of the year for doing YouTube stuff, so... Yeah, I think we're gonna fall just slightly under last year, but last year there was that ridiculous filet monetizes their, you know, membership drop. So the fact that I'm doing so close is like pretty awesome. Pretty unexpected. I was like, oh, okay, good. Yeah. Jesus. So from that perspective, it's good. It's still one of the worst, well, February is like the worst month of the entire calendar year for doing the content that I do, but yeah. So, bravo, golf claps. No, we did it, guys. Still not overly successful as an individual, but you know, it's good. You know? The goal is to every year just do slightly better than last year. Spawns everywhere. More pirate adventures. Sea of Thieves, you have to have a group to do Sea of Thieves. or yeah, you have to have a group for Sea of Thieves. We've tried many times to get a Sea of Thieves stream going off the ground. I literally cannot get a squad together for that one. It would have to be like a Canadian holiday, and I'd have to make like a plea to a group of different individuals to see if we could get like a squad going for it, but yeah, I don't see that happening. And it would have to be at a different time of the day too. It would have to be during like the evening, I'd say. And, yeah. We'll try with randoms when it comes to PS5 if I get that to cover.
Close one. Loading fresh mag.
Well, I guess Kevin is on PC, so that one does have crossplay. He might be able to make that work. I don't know. Yeah. I think with the Cat Daddy stuff, I actually lost money on those ones, because I gifted memberships. Well, I think maybe I broke even. Did relatively positive on that one. It's kind of funny. We unlock new emotes, and that's what really matters. New emotes. TV shows or movies? Well, again, Mitchell and Joel don't interact, so that's not possible, obviously. Yeah. Mitchell's busy with intense work schedules, although he's on vacation right now. I think he's back now. I don't know. I don't keep track too much of what he's doing. Yeah.
We're on the same side.
We're all on the same side. Did that person think I wasn't gonna come in there and shoot them in the balls? They were wrong. They were wrong. Black Flag remake? I think that's like 2 or 3 years away. Sea of Thieves does have some level of matchmaking to it, but it's very hard to pull that off. But TV shows, I caught the latter half of that Mr. and Mrs. Smith show, which hilariously I thought was the first half of the show. And yeah, not great. I wouldn't really recommend it. There's not really any chemistry between the two leads, which isn't great for, you know, a show like that where there should be some raw sexual chemistry kind of going on. They were both kind of like really low energy.
We're on the same side. Loading fresh mag.
I'm trying to think if I watched anything else. I don't know. Have I mentioned watching anything else on the channel recently? I don't think I've watched anything else. Oh, the Halo show I've been watching and reviewing. Kind of. Paramount has been a pain in the ass to deal with for this season of stuff. They were like so excited and into it and really like, oh, we're gonna have like all these episodes available. You're all gonna be ready to go. And I was like, sweet. And then I'm like chasing them for like a whole week to get like freaking episodes, and it's just like, ugh. I might not even bother covering the rest of the season if they don't give me like an episode early this week. I'm just gonna be like, ugh. Anything else though? I don't really watch TV at the moment, and movies are a bit more of a rarity. Probably gonna go watch Dune soon. Dune 2 is kind of the... Got my golden ticket for it. We'll see if we'll drag Kevin along or if I'll just go myself and just kind of go and watch it so I don't miss out on it. But TV shows... Yeah, I don't know if there's anything else I've watched. Yeah, I kind of became less and less interested as I stopped covering like Netflix stuff and that. 4-year gap. Oh, yeah, I'm watching Resident Alien. Kind of. This season's better than last season. It's better. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if it has the same magic as the first season, because they're doing some weird stuff and some of the actors are leaving because there's such a long gap between seasons, but yeah, that's back. I've been watching that. Curb Your Enthusiasm, I guess. Yeah, I've been watching the final season of Curb, so that's been good. That's it though, I think. Season 2 next year, hopefully, for Last of Us. The new Avatar series? I've heard only bad things about that. I've only heard bad things about that one. These guys all buy the rubber ducky skin or something? They got the rubber ducky picture. Who's blue? No idea who that is. Not a freaking clue. It's my buddy Evan. He came back to Xbox for the first time, I think, in like 5 years to play Palworld. I thought that was so funny. I was like, I haven't seen that name on forever. And it's like, yeah, he came back for Palworld. I was like, oh my god. What is he got, like a mug root beer with Doom Guy? That's kind of funny. Yeah, he came back to play Palworld. That fucking just kills me. I got one of those old Xboxes. Want to get some Palworld going on? Yeah. Okay, seriously, it keeps doing this. Why is my Xbox slow for loading me into the match? You see this? Because it says, like, match started, loading level. And these guys are already going to be playing while I'm sitting here waiting to get in there. Unbelievable. But you know what's really unbelievable, guys? Being in here and not liking the stream. Subscribing's great, donations cool. Consider becoming the channel member of your dreams. There's channel member gifting, the Patreon option, the Discord for the stream alerts, and the Amazon store affiliate link. If you're into that, use the link. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's Bugsnax. Yeah, because the match is already ongoing. This is ridiculous. How can you load into the match and not be loaded into the match? Is it busted, the matchmaking? Devil May Cry. This, I would imagine the second season of The Last of Us will probably be darker considering the material they're adapting. I can't believe, was it Pedro Pascal there freaking won, was it the SAG, whatever, for Best Actor or something? I was like, yeah, no, Kieran Culkin or whatever should have got that for Succession. I was like, what a joke. Yeah, kind of funny. Though, I would imagine the material for the second season is a lot darker than The Last of Us. Well, I don't know. There's some pretty twisted stuff that happens in the first season, right? It's kind of one of those games that just hits you with deep emotional beats and pain and suffering and all that. That's literally that whole franchise. The Last of Us TV show does follow the plot of the games very, very closely. Almost perfectly closely, yeah. This game broke today? How did it break? Is that what you guys are talking about with the skill-based matchmaking? Did I miss something in the Discord today? He's too busy going to the flea market. Damn it. I think this is the best mode they've added to COD in a long time. Speaking of game modes, am I ever gonna get Demolition back as a game mode in COD? I feel like we haven't had Demolition, like Cold War had it, right? Cold War had Demolition, but it wasn't as good. This is Cold War, and they changed how the mode worked. That was a long time ago, wasn't it? Cold War, Vanguard, one for just like 4 CODs ago? Like 4 CODs ago. We already talked about the Halo TV show. I'm sure you guys watch my Halo TV show reviews so that I can check out more of it or whatever. If they would bring back movie screenings to my city, I'd probably do more movie reviews. Damn it. Everyone's level was reset. Oh, that sounds like a fun time. The golden day of COD streaming, yeah. From what I understand, Naughty Dog is working on a new IP, and then they're going to do The Last of Us Part 3. They could be simultaneously working on both, but I do believe it's a new IP they're supposed to be crafting right now. A fantasy kind of game. Be nice to see them mix it up a little bit instead of just like, you know, being a farm for Uncharted and Last of Us sequels and remakes, right?
You best start showing some respect.
Friendly care package in the AO. Hardpoint relocated. Secure the target area.
Taking fire.
WWE. When does WWE come out? Ah, crap. Do I need to email about that? Cortana doesn't look like Cortana. Well, Cortana looked like Cortana in the... Literally, the voice actress in the first season. I think people complained, and they got a new lady. And... To be fair, Cortana does change her look in, like, every game, right? So, to me, it's not the biggest deal in the world. I mean, I'd be more shocked with the, you know, that was something I was actually surprised more people weren't talking about, was like the lore-shattering like thing that happened in the last episode. I was like, nobody's talking about this at all? I was like, it's a pretty freaking massive deal, like, story-wise. I don't even know how you tell the Halo 1 story anymore because of the change they made. I do like, I think her name's Perez in that. She's a great character and foil for Master Chief in that show. That's what I really hoped from Quan in that first season, was that Quan was going to be like an interesting human character that Chief could bounce off of, but, you know, we all know how that went. Why would you spawn me into a microwave? It's a dick move. But yeah, I really like that Perez angle. And she's attractive. 24-man battle royale. Oh yeah, March 5th early access? Well, why the f didn't you guys tell me it was coming out so soon? Oh, that's gonna be tricky. Oof, okay. I'll put that in my calendar to email about. I thought I had more time. I thought it was like a later March release for WWE. Yeah, I don't know about that one. Yeah, that's gonna be tricky. Quan and the Monk Ladies? Oh yeah, I hate Quan episodes. They're the worst. The first two episodes, really good. Third episode was totally fine, except for the Quan parts just dragged. I think it's just so disinterested in whatever Quan is doing. I don't know why they keep even pushing that character. Like, clearly people are rejecting that character and they keep just shoving it. We lost by 1? Damn, that sucks. I'm gonna put that in my calendar. Email WWE. It's hard to keep track of all this stuff. The WWE 2K23 servers are being delisted? Yeah, I bet they are. I'm surprised that's actually legal for them to delist games that quickly. I feel like it shouldn't be legal. I leveled up, even though levels and everything in this are meaningless. Absolutely meaningless. Yeah. And now we wait. Waiting for that next match. Mimic Mania. It's kind of a funny concept. Estate. Mix it up, yes. I was the only one that voted? Oh, okay. A little weird, but alright. Little weird, little weird. So how did we do in the Battle Pass today? We had 51? Can't really tell because the launching thing literally... That's why I have issues with the UI, is it's like... Literally the launching of the level thing is covering what percentage I'm at. I think it's 50, it'll be 51 after this match. Yeah, we're never finishing this Battle Pass. Oh yeah, no, he'll probably get it on with Perez, I would imagine. She's very attractive. Seriously. Oh, look, City's here, guys.
Hardpoint. Secure the target area. Target area located. Secure the hardpoint. Grenade out.
Oh, I did kill him. That's funny.
Switcheroo, bing bang. Switching mags. You better watch out, mother scratcher.
At least you can tell Bruce Campbell was having a fun time voicing Ash.
Get my ass shot up.
He's probably like, I get to voice this character and I don't get covered in blood? Amazing.
Changing mags.
Damn it. Khan had the unified Lara Croft model before Crystal. That's kind of funny. Well, Crystal probably provided it. Because I'm sure they've been cranking away at Tomb Raider for a long time. I don't... There's just something about, like, Lara Croft becoming... Like, I love the Survivor series for Tomb Raider, and I'm just, like, so worried that that is, you know, gonna be thrown away with the new series. I'm like, Because, like, we finally got her as, like, the definitive strong Tomb Raider after the last one, and now it's, like, could go wildly off into a not great direction, and I'm a little worried. Also, it's been way too long between Tomb Raider games. Was it 2018? 17 or something like that was the last one? That was a fucking long time ago. Speaking of which, I really need to go get my new passport set up. I guess I need to go somewhere. The hell is that? Damn it.
Hostile UAV in the area.
Swallow that.
Enemy down. Hey, little help. Fire.
Yeah, that was a little too close.
Grenade out.
Damn. Yeah, I really love Rise. Shadow of the Tomb Raider is great. I don't know why people hate on that one so much. Planning a vacation? No, I just need it in case I ever need to travel. Like, what if there's just a travel opportunity that pops up? Or if I do want to take a vacation, I do need to have it. stupid passports having to be renewed. Ugh. That's a terrible rule that came into effect. Back in the day, you didn't even need a passport to like go to the States and stuff. Wild. Yeah, between Canada and that. You guys shut us out. And for what?
Grenade out.
I mean, also, technically, when I get my card, I'm supposed to be able to travel to the States without needing a passport, but it's probably easier to get a passport.
My ass shot up over here. Go switcheroony. New mag. You better duck, motherfucker.
Rise puts you in the action fast. Doesn't literally Shadow the Tomb Raider open up with like a massive water slide? Freedom and democracy in this economy. Actually, Helldivers is very economical. I was like, oh, what are the odds somebody comes that way? So no one else has kills? 16 months as a channel member. Oh my god. That's so long. I really do appreciate the support.
Switching mags.
As I always say, like, it blows my mind that people actually find value in what I do to that degree. It's kind of cool. Kind of cool. Yeah.
The enemy holds the lead. Clock's ticking. Hardpoint relocated. Secure the target area.
Switching mags. Heads up. Grenade.
Hardpoint compromised. Secure the
Damn
area.
it. Can't believe these kills are like so lopsided. It's like they're all over the place.
Enemies inside the perimeter.
Grenade out. Grenade out.
Okay, I see a red dot over there, but I don't know where it's coming from.
Hardpoint relocating. Stand by.
They like in the estate? You like to stream? You've never been happier? I heard it's like the equivalent of taking a happy pill, but of your time.
Target area updated. Move
They can't catch up to Pal World because the servers weren't built for it. Yeah, that is kind of funny.
Yeah. Swallow that.
Miss Pal World. At this point, we'll have to wait for a big content update to go back into that one. It's sad. I guess it's been nice to be busy with new stuff to play, though. And I do kind of want to play more Tales of Rise while it's still semi-hot with the Game Pass drop. We lost? I gave it my all out there. Have you taken your joy today? I feel like the execution of that world could have made that game so much better. Joy, joy, joy. Ah, another token for me. More stuff I will never use. Do people actually use the double XP for their weapons? Like, there's not that many guns in this game, are there? That you're, like, leveling these constantly? Always so confusing. Why is Rick Grimes at the top there?
Aim for the head.
Aim for the head. Wow, where did we get that kind of insight from? Legend Anniversary Underworld Trilogy? They're, like, good for their time, but, like, I don't know. I don't know if they've all aged the best. I've debated doing streams of, like, Legend or Anniversary. Just haven't fit those in either. Yes, the romance of Tales of Arise is very juicy. I love a great romantic tale. Yeah. Which, again, the irony of that. The question is, I see the romance in the video games, but when will it happen for Sky Captain? When? The Final Fantasy 13 romance? Oh my god. Huh. That one's fascinating. Someone's selling a bunch of old 360 sports games. Me and my quest to try to find Madden 06. Fucking nightmare. It's like that game doesn't exist. Madden 07. Oh, so close. It's like the sports games are so worthless, but this one sports game I'm trying to get is like just like the roughest one to try to find. Oh, Madden 06, where are thou? And I've like never gotten to borrow it from Kevin. Sucks to suck. Alright, let's do this. I know 13 is the one with lightning. Although I do think my Final Fantasy 14 relationship romance moment was great. It was very sweet. The wake up call of being like, man, I need to go out and actually fucking meet some people, go on some dates, was very elevated after that Final Fantasy 14 situation. God, that was depressing. I don't know if I've laughed my ass off that much during a stream before, but it was a little dreary. From a psychological standpoint. Damn it, how did that guy die? Madden 08? I have Madden 08, I think. 06 I'm trying to find. It has the easy achievements, and it's the first one that was on the 360. Which means it's the rarest. It's probably all thrown out or didn't sell many copies because it was brand new for the gem. Probably brand new for the gem, so it didn't sell many copies. It's not made blood 360s. Subscribe for me? Well, that's nice. Will I play college ball when it comes out? You bet your ass I'll be back on NCAA, even though we can't call it that anymore. Yeah. See, there's some things that are a given here on the channel. We cover the sports games. If I get them to review, obviously that's great, but regardless, we can play them through the EA Play, right? That's not a big deal. So anything that's like EA in a sports game, we always cover because there's the EA trial. So definitely we'll be checking out college ball.
We're on the same side.
Hardpoint compromised. Secure the area. Hostile counter UAV overhead. Enemy UAV active.
I wonder if we're gonna see the return of the college basketball. Like, you remember they used to do like March Madness? We used to get so many more sports games. Damn, dude, like NASCAR, golf, hockey. There was like college ball, like college football, college basketball. There was March Madness. There was probably some of the sports titles. Kind of lucky that hockey even survived as a sports game, to be honest. Yeah. A chance why food counter to remind one that love is out there. I don't know. I don't know what that reminded me of, but it just made me feel sad. I was just like, man, need to get this going in real life. Like, what a magical night that was.
They're messing with the tactical out.
You know, you just go out, you start emoting in front of someone, and they take you on a joyride.
Hardpoint compromised. Secure the area.
Cat girl put out 2. Jimmy rings when he goes to the AI strip club. Okay, that was hilarious that he was like missing Cortana and she's like, is this what you like? That was funny. I mean, I know a lot of people don't like that because it's like not what they think Halo should be, but that was fucking hilarious. He's got the stripper AI that's like trying to dress up like Cortana. It's fucking funny.
Secure the target area.
Because you know that's what Master Chief would do if he was missing her. Like, I'm sure between the events of like, what, Halo 4 and 5, that was probably all Master Chief was doing.
They're messing with the wrong people.
Yeah, 4 and 5, he was probably sitting there, and Blue Team's like, Chief, you gotta spend less time
Hostile eliminated.
at the club. She's gone, Chief. And Chief's like, no. He just, well, doesn't even say no, he just shakes his head. Just sits there and watches more. The NHL games? Yeah, I think the last one wasn't very good. They've been on a bit of a decline again. They kind of peaked with, I think it was like, was it NHL
Stand by.
17, 18 or something? They kind of, they peaked in, like okay, so what happened was during the 360 era, the NHL games were like god tier. They were like, literally like 9 out of 10s. Like they were some of the best sport, like probably the best sports game that was out there was the NHL games. And then they like rebooted it with that terrible EA Ignite engine and started from scratch, and it was just the biggest fucking decline ever. Like words can't even describe how bad NHL 15 is. Like that game is hot trash. And then they kind of built back up, and now they've kind of been like plateauing or kind of like a bit in decline again. So yeah, it's been some rough years for NHL games. I review it every year. You know, kind of you can literally watch like year to year to year for me checking those out. Yeah. 2K is gonna take the FIFA license. Oh, it makes sense. I mean, right? Like, if there's anyone that can go up to like against EA, I guess it would be 2K, right, for sports. But like, I mean, people still call the new, I don't even know what it's called, Sports FC or whatever. They still call that FIFA. And I can't see. Like, you know how EA struggles to try to make a new NBA game and they've given up on it? It's just like, I can't see. I can't see 2K being able to make a FIFA type game and competing. Tropical Edition. You know, there's like NHL hits back in the day were sick. Damn, I miss my revolver. Damn. Your PF wanted to throw hands. That's the problem. All the emotionally available AI waifus are all in relationships. Rough times. Rough times indeed. The elusive Madden 06. This is gonna create a situation where I'm driving for like 45 minutes across town to go get a fucking copy of Madden 06. God, you know, I don't mind driving across town. I really don't. It's kind of a nice drive with the ring road, but like one time I remember, like, what was it? This one gal canceled on me a couple times, but I really liked her, so I put in the effort to like drive, and she's like, let's meet here. And I was like, fuck, that is on the other side of the goddamn fucking city, so I drove all the way across the city. She still ended up treating me like garbage, that lady, but I thought it was just funny that I was like, fuck it, fine. I was like, yeah, I'm okay with this. It was a nice night, but I was just like, whatever. And then I think I found out later that she was in like, I don't know if it was work or where she lived was like way closer to where I was like, Jesus woman, why couldn't you have picked any of the parks that are not like literally 40 fucking minutes away? I was like, you picked one where you had to go out of the way and I had to go out of the way. It was just like, oh my god, it was like a head scratcher. I was like, we have like dozens of nice parks and places to go. It's like, why would you pick this? Fucking crazy. It's like, goddamn lady. Driving all the way across the city. Absolutely nuts. Okay, I'm gonna try. I'm just gonna go with the Hurricane. Guys, look, it's Rick Grimes. Kind of feels like a decade late to have him in Call of Duty. You know, when The Walking Dead was like on the air and stuff.
Control the target area.
Starlight here wasn't even like that show didn't even exist. I think it was a comic then, but like the show didn't even exist.
Hardpoint.
It's kind of funny. Damn it. The revolver command? Oh my god. Yeah. Needless to say, guys, it's not worth going extremely out of your way to connect with people.
Taking effective fire.
It's never worth the effort.
Secured the lead.
Zombies. I notice the zombie pathing is sometimes hit or miss in this. But that kind of leads to fun, chaotic moments.
I'm taking fire.
Final Fantasy 13 cat girls wouldn't do that? No, they drive me around the country. VR sports games? I mean, it'd be interesting. I mean, theoretically, the evolution of all interactive things should be like, you're in the game, but whether or not that happens or is fun or is engaging is an entirely different thing altogether.
Do it again, and I pay. We're on the same side. Watch for me. Switching mags.
Don't know why that guy didn't just keep shooting at me. He would have killed me.
Watch. Grenade out. Took one out. Changing mags.
Hardpoint relocating.
The zombies always getting in the way.
Enemy
Zombies
deployed.
everywhere. Did I say 13 and 14? It'll start typing the right goddamn thing in Play. I'm just reading what you're saying as I'm doing stuff.
Target area.
Stop typing in Final Fantasy 13 with lightning. There's I don't think there's Catwoman in that one. You're mixing me up because I'm quickly reading what you're saying.
Grenade out.
Work with me here, not against me.
Switching mags.
One of the big zombies is coming and I don't want to deal with it. Leave me alone, big zombie. Ah, damn it. I thought I could escape.
Target area up.
That's the problem when there's like 9 billion Final Fantasies. Things get mixed up. That was a long shot. Holy crap.
Changing mags.
Can't believe I pulled that off with the Hurricane, but you know, it does deliver the hurt of pain, that's for sure. It does deliver the hurt of pain.
I'm taking fire.
Damn it. Starlight, no! She's actually got some pretty good cleavage going on there. I never noticed that. I just took the right angle. Sometimes that's all it takes. How to read Roman numerals. I'm actually very good with Roman numerals. There was like a year in school where all I did was Roman numerals. I think it was like grade 3, 4, something like that. I, V, V, I, V, I, X, X, XI, and so forth.
Do it again, and I pay. Snipers down.
How could you forget how strong Fireball is? You haven't even been drinking long enough to forget how strong something is. That was pretty sweet. the favorite gun from Modern Warfare 2, right? The Hurricane is love, it is life. It is bug snacks. It's Sunday today. Wish I had something interesting going on. I think I might just chill in and write some more Savage reviews tomorrow. It's a real pleasure of mine, actually. Used to be effective as a water pistol? The Hurricane has always delivered the Hordepoint. Since day one, I've been tearing people up with that badass gun.
Fancy doubling our efforts by working together?
Whatever, Lara. Whatever you say. In Rio. Yeah, we're gonna have to hear stories of how Zero's going to like AA meetings. We're part of the problem, guys. We're supposed to be setting good examples. Dun, 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 dun. Seriously, it glitches when it like switches the character teams. It like causes me to load in slow, I think. Alright, we're gonna deliver the Hurricane and the Hordepoint here. Get to business. The karaoke town in karaoke lounge in Koreatown? Okay, that's an interesting story.
Hardpoint. Secure the target area. Hardpoint located.
You guys notice like a lot of the levels in this game have like a really like pastel type aesthetic to them.
Enemy operator.
Enemies inside the perimeter. Hardpoint compromised. Secure the area.
Oof. Oh, it's that Magnum.
We secured the lead.
Check your fire!
What the hell is that gun? Jesus.
Enemies inside the
That
perimeter.
Magnum be cooking my life away.
Friendly counter UAV is online. Compromised. Secure the area.
Crawling and seducing the other team. Man, the Lara Croft crawl moments feel so naughty upon reflection. She's actually got a cool move. She does like a slide shoot kind of thing in this one. It's not bad. Drop shotting? Dude. Dude. Ba 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 ba.
Dropped him. Taking fire!
Got you covered.
Oh, that was a bad guy shooting that thing? Wow, I'm really losing my touch on this one. How many shots can I take normally? I don't really do a lot of shots these days. I've kind of grown a little older. We don't really go out and do shots anymore.
Stand by.
I'm hit!
I think one time I did like 6 or something. There was one birthday where I was like peak for fun and craziness that day. It was, I think I had like 3 rum and coke jugs and like 6 shots and then something else. But it was my pal giving me a half and half vodka drink when we got to his house that tipped me over. Not a pleasant night.
Tactical
It was fun, but I was just like, dude. Totally fine, and then he gives me a half vodka drink. Fuck right off.
Hostiles deploy the mosquito. Hardpoint compromised. Secure the
But yeah, I wasn't. The more fit you get, the harder it is to drink more.
Hostile eliminated. Lethal going out. Call tactical. Changing mags.
Yeah. Battlefield streams? I don't know. I don't think there'll be any anytime soon.
target area updated.
Did the last Battlefield stream do well? Can't remember if it did.
Push them back.
I think there's new maps coming. I don't know. Usually Caleb lets me know, and I haven't seen Caleb in a bit, so I'm kind of wondering what he's doing. Probably just busy. But, yeah, usually Caleb gives me like a bit of a prompt when there's new Battlefield like DLC and stuff, and then we do like a 2042 stream around those.
Switching mags.
But outside of that, no, I don't have any Battlefield stuff planned for a bit. Not at least that I can think of. Why is that guy lying down over there? That's so weird. Wow, I was robbed by my teammate. What a dick. That's a sick execution too I was doing. Yeah. You feel like a lightweight? I would not compare yourself to others for drinking, and I would make sure that you drink an okay amount because you don't want to be irresponsible, and make sure you're drinking water and eating food. So is this like a cellular company? Do they sell phones, or did they sell like a connectivity?
Here we go.
I don't know what this advertising is trying to sell to me. Yeah.
Friendly UAV on station.
Yeah, when was the last time Caleb was by? It's actually been a while, hasn't it? Well, I have to do my infamous Discord. Hey, you dead? Note.
Enemy, check your fire.
What did we do that for? Vaylander, and then we did it for Ultimate. Yeah.
Hostile eliminated. Inside.
Confirming next hardpoint. Stand by. Enemies inside the perimeter. Our counter UAV is active. Friendly UAV online.
Taking fire.
Compromised. Secure the area. Hostile UAV in the area. Hardpoint reloaded. Secure the target area.
Damn, dude. Damn. They only need 5 points to win? I think we lost.
Tactical out. I'm getting lit up.
Can I get some support on this position? We could like win the game if everybody just kind of like stands on here for a few more seconds. That was all me. I was gonna put that out there.
We have secured the field. Mission accomplished.
That was all me. Anyways, guys, that's good for tonight. We got some good battle pass progression. We talked the talk, walk the walk. There's always lots of other videos on the channel too if you missed those. Yeah, I gotta prepare tomorrow's videos. Fun. Catch you around.